Well, hello everyone. We are here completely on time, having suffered zero Discord server related issues and also work schedule related issues. So we're, as far as anyone is concerned in terms of what's recorded for posterity, everything's fine. And it's going to stay fine, right, SJ?
Absolutely. Nothing ever goes wrong in this campaign. I
There
know
you
what you
go.
mean. This is Kids on Brooms, spin-off of Kids on Bikes. Think Harry Potter, but different IP, or just really no IP. Basically, the only thing really happening is super fun Halloween or All Hallows Eve. That's basically the focus. You guys are about to go out and get costumes and some other stuff, and then have a great time. Kels, how are you feeling?
Doing good. Kells, of course, is the reluctant oracle, and she's been reluctantly oracling some very suspicious handshakes. Is probably escaping someplace like maybe a jail. Should probably bring that up with somebody, though a lot of the professors everyone would talk to are missing, presumed dead, or in jail, in a hag body, whichever. Um, But other than that, gotta make new friends and influence people, I guess, because her mom's gonna pull her out of school if she doesn't get a new friend group. So she's doing her best, straddling both things. At least trying to make new friends, right? It's going great. Kinda. Aspen?
Hello. Aspen is the haughty descendant trope. She's hot, she's cool, she's stuff. Uh, Not as much negative house points as before, that's cool. Uh, Currently has a couple stalkers, question mark, people who just like to make her life a little bit harder. It's fine, it's fine. She's doing great. Twice.
Hello, I'm Twilight, and I have been playing Gustav. I am, of course, going on the school trip to find costumes, for which I have 5 silver coins, which is about 30 cents. So that's going to go well. 0.
Yeah. Oh, I've got money too. We don't know how much. Anyway, yeah, as I'm 0 daylight or 0 or whatever. And I play Phineas, who is a weird kid, but helpful. All he does is try to help people. Try to help Kells make more friends. Try to help Aspen not get arrested. Try to help Gustav become a Giga Chad, which is his destiny. And try to help poor Greer, the little puppy that just needs a little bit of meat and blood to stay happy. Who is now currently living in the secret headquarters of the long lost house that Phineas has been searching for all semester. So things are looking up. And, a lot of people got eaten and died.
Right.
But that was a couple of days ago, so everything's fine.
Yeah. Where we left off, you guys unstuck Aspen, and we're just about to head over to the town to go shopping.
Yes.
So you guys get there all right. Nothing too crazy going on. It's a little bit crowded just because there's a lot of people doing some last minute All Hallows Eve shopping, but
Well,
do you guys want to go first?
do we warn Dr. Katz before we leave that the last time we went to town people tried to kill us? Or do we warn her once we get there? Because it was technically on the way back that they tried to kill us. I feel like we should warn her at some point.
That's up to you guys.
I think given that it didn't occur to anyone until just now, it probably is when we arrive and realize that it's crowded. It's like, oh, by the way, Dr. Katz. The last time that we came here, we had to find an alternate path home because someone tried to kill us by crashing our carriage.
Good to know. Was that strategically left out until we
No,
got here? Or
It just occurred to us. A lot has happened
I
between
had
then and now.
I had a vision. Oh, a vision. Hold on. So Dr. Katz, I drew these. It's not related to character crashing or anything.
Good.
But it was weird that there's like a handshake and then leaving and then like a nut like pulling out of a place, and I thought maybe this was related to Professor Levi. But I don't know if anyone is on that situation or not.
do you mind if
I
I
didn't know.
take a closer look?
I mean, clearly
And-
Professor Ames has made a deal with the hags to enable Professor Levi to come out. That's what those obviously mean.
I
Really? Professor Haynes?
Yes.
see. Okay. Well, we don't know what that's what it means. Could be not. Regardless, I will look into it.
Are you sure it's Professor Ames? Maybe Professor Stillwell has made a deal with the hags, and this is Professor Stillwell being called into action for the next strike on the school.
That's possible as well.
It can mean many things. Visions are often also skewed by our own perceptions, so
Yeah.
difficult to know.
Mine aren't. They have nothing to do with my own perceptions.
Yeah.
Right. And she kind of gives you guys a look like, well, thank you for bringing it to my attention. Like I said, I'll definitely look into it.
All right. Thanks. All right. Where to first? We just need to find something pretty cheap for costumes, right?
Yes.
You guys go
Thanks.
ahead and shop around for a bit.
Okay.
She'll let you
think-
guys go off.
I have the most money with 1 gold and 7 silver because my mom gave me an allowance.
So that's actually a good question. So I know I have a sack of gold, and I know that a lot of it, like the pirate gold, is just worth around the same or maybe like 2 gold per. And then I have the hangman's coin that's worth a bunch, and I'm obviously not going to spend that on a costume. But is there a general, like, and some of them are probably hard to like they would have to be sold for modern gold, but is there like a reasonable amount that is relatively easy to change?
I mean, you can always go back to the pawn shop.
I'm not looking to pawn it, I'm looking to spend it.
Most people probably won't understand what it's worth.
Well, not the hangman's coin, of course.
Right.
No,
But
even the regular one, no one wants.
They don't
that,
know
like
if
the
it's
actual-
real or what exactly it is.
So you can probably go to the pawn shop and get money for it, but it's going to be less than you want. Because that's how pawn shops work.
All right, fine. We should look and see what we need, and then I will go to the pawn shop and see what needs to happen.
Cool. What are you guys looking for?
Kels is looking for some sort of basic cat-based costume, whether it's just like ears and tail, because she can probably find some clothes that can just work with it.
That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Plague Doctor mask.
And
I think you can probably find that, yeah. Gustav, Aspen, what are you guys looking to dress up as?
A wizard, of course.
Aspen's planning to go as the scariest thing she can think of. Her sister. So, like...
So are you even
for-
buying a costume, or are you going to sneak into her place later and grab her stuff?
Probably sneaking in later, but, like, looking for some rosemary.
Mm.
Okay. It might not be in this shop where it's more costume stuff. It's like one of those, Spirit Halloween, it pops up.
We could always just dress as each other. That would be cheap. We probably should have thought of that before we... Oh no, we have to be here anyway for the blood treats.
What do you need blood treats for?
In case we find Greer.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Because we know for certain that Greer was not discovered at Professor Levi's house.
Maybe they, like, let him out into the forest. They put you in the forest through the door or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should go into the forest and look for Greer then?
No. But you could probably see if you could lure him out with treats.
That's the idea.
From
Have
the
treats.
edge. Or something worse will come out from the edge of the forest.
Yeah. We'll be certain to stay in the merely discouraged forest, not the actively forbidden forest.
I do wish that we actually had the forbidden forest, the restricted forest, and the discouraged forest as the 3 actual levels. But at any rate.
Who says we don't?
We can make that a thing. That's fine. Canon.
Perfect.
To the pet shop then.
No, to your point, it can't very well be forbidden if teachers lead students in to gather. It's restricted to when teachers are there, so that region is restricted. There's the part that you can go in, but you're not supposed to. And there's the part that you're forbidden to go into, that we went into anyway. So even then, it's not really forbidden.
I mean,
if you could just walk into it,
but
it's not
the
forbidden.
whole area. Like, and it sounds cooler. Forbidden forest.
It is true.
Definitely the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Restricted forest just sounds like there's some sort of chain link fence in front of it.
That's true. Forbidden Forest sounds very much like that romance novel that I saw Gustav checking out the other day. Maybe it's the sequel.
There probably is one named that.
Maybe.
Well, since we're here, I'll just get my costume bits.
Cat costume's pretty cheap. It's probably like $1.50, so 1 gold, 5 silver.
Yep, there goes the majority of my money.
Everything's so expensive. Gold is valuable.
Well, I mean, it's worth what, like, I don't know. That was
As a reminder, it's like 1 gold is it's like 1 gold is like $10.
Yeah, so but of course me saying to Phineas, well, that's about $15. That's pretty
Means
reasonable
nothing
for
as
like
well.
a costume. And you're like, what does that mean?
Are there magical mines where there's magical gold pulled out?
I don't know.
There are, but they're full of red caps and nakamuks. So they're quite dangerous.
Perhaps Greer came from one.
I don't think so.
He looked pretty scary to me when he was with Professor Levi.
He's adorable and precious.
Were you gonna get a costume, 2K? That's fair.
Would you like to dress as... Well, I mean, let's see. Oh, we could ask Brigham if he could loan you one of his spare water polo jerseys. And you could go as a sportsman. Or... Table talk. What is his familiar again?
Bumblebee bat.
Or you could go as an appropriate. You could go as a. We could just get you a yellow and black striped shirt, and it could be Bumblebee bat.
And we could cast a shrinking spell on you.
Maybe. But the Bumblebee bat is clever, isn't it? And it doesn't have to
It'd
do
be
anything.
very cute.
You don't have to do anything overt, so it just looks like you're wearing a yellow and black striped shirt. Except for clever people who will go, "Oh wait, you look a bit like a bumblebee, and your familiar is a bumblebee bat." I get that reference.
Okay.
It's subtle and clever. I think it's very much your style. All right, so we need a yellow and black striped shirt for Calder. Cat costume. I'm going to go as Poe, so I need a plague doctor's mask. I've got a black cloak, so I don't need to buy that. Aspen, you're just going to steal your sister's clothes.
Yeah. We did it all the time back in, the good old days.
We could get a bunch of googly eyes and put them on you, and you could become an adult potato dragon. With your little baby.
Okay. That's a good backup plan.
You guys also see a banana costume.
Oh, Gustav.
Yes. Well,
I think you kind of have to, don't you? You have to reclaim it. You have to reclaim Banana Boy as a positive part of your identity.
Before I went off to school, my mum told me that there would be peer pressure, but I always assumed it would be about something fun.
There's also a cactus costume, but it's way more expensive.
How much is the banana costume?
1 gold.
I can't afford it.
Well, if you want it, I will help you buy it, assuming that I'm able to use any of the sack of gold.
Oh, if you would, I'll do it because
You don't have to be Banana Boy for Halloween. I just think it would be, again, very clever and would show the people who tried to hurt you by calling you that it can't possibly hurt you, that you think it's humorous.
Phineas,
Yes.
your friendship is valuable to me, and I know you sometimes feel a little like an outsider with the hag thing, but I want you to know that I care about your suggestions, and if I can show you that by wearing this costume, then I will dress up as a banana.
I will also help chip in if you need more. I have 3 silver.
I got 2 silver left, but you don't have to, Gustav, even though it'd be really funny.
Yes. So thank you very much for your transparency and vulnerability, Gustav. It makes me uncomfortable, but I appreciate it. You can be whatever you want to be. I just think that it would send a good message. And if people say, ha ha ha, Banana Boy, it's like, yeah, it's my costume. You have eyes. Congratulations. So, but anyway. So tally it up. We have to go to the thing. The pet store. And ask after blood treats.
Okay. We'll find out how much those cost, and then you can see how much your money's actually worth.
Yes.
Okay, so what is everybody buying? Or trying to buy? We're trying to figure out what to buy.
I have already bought the cat costume and deducted the money appropriately.
Gotcha.
1 banana costume, please.
Okay. Phineas, you were trying to get what? A plague doctor mask?
And some blood treats.
Blood treats will be at a different store.
Yes. Well, I can't buy any of this stuff here because I have to
Right.
go get money.
You're just looking for prices.
I just need the price, and I'll ask them to hold it behind the counter for me. And the same is true with the banana costume because I'll have to chip in with that.
Okay. Plague doctor mask is going to be like 7 silver.
Okay.
Blood treats depends how many. But if you're just buying blood treats, like when you go, actually, are you guys heading into that store to check?
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys head in, the person behind the counter recognizes Calder. He's like, "Oh, where's Cole? You guys picking up your usual?" Calder's just gonna nod. All right, and he'll start gathering some stuff up. Place it on the counter. It's got some like a container that's keeping some pretty bloody raw meat, some blood meal, sort of like dog food, but it made of blood meal, and then the blood gummy treats. And Calder will. He's like, how much is it? Like, well, are you not? Did he just send you here to pick it up? Usually I just charge his account.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Give me a charm roll. Difficulty 8. For him to just charge this guy's account for...
Yeah, no, that's a 3.
Got a 7.
Like, well, I don't usually just charge without the person here. Is he outside or something that he can give me the okay?
Professor Levi is not here.
Mm.
He's
There way
currently
like, currently what?
busy. That he couldn't leave his post, so 2K here is very trustworthy, and we, as his compadres, companions, decided to accompany him just in case.
Okay, well, you got like a note, or if I could get like a call or something, just something from him. I can't just, I don't usually just charge adults' accounts because their kids come in and say, yeah, just charge it.
No, it's just a standing order. We're hoping to pick it up. If you're going to make us pay for it, tell us how much it's for, how much it costs.
Okay. Well, with the, let's see, pounds of this, that, you're looking about 5 gold, 3 silver. Round it down.
Well, I suppose I'll have to pay for it. It's either that or let the dog starve.
So,
Well, I have to go and
Yeah,
I have to go and
look up
exchange
for
my
stuff.
sack of gold that no one seems to want to use for less gold. I don't know. It's all very confusing. This whole conversation seems unnecessary.
I'm a businessman. I don't know what
I don't know either.
I could get in
We'll
trouble
be
if I'm just
right
charging someone's
back.
account and they'll dispute it, you know. All right. I'll hold it back here for you.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
How long will that last?
Kel's used to seeing awkward situations, knows that we need to abandon ship.
Yeah, how long will that last, Kaldar?
Like a month.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like for a day. It's like, ugh, dogs are expensive. And we can portion out the extra special stuff and supplement with stuff from the. So I feel better about that. Hopefully Professor Ames or someone will be back within a month. All right, then we'll catch up with the rest. I guess it's to the there's not like a bank or something. People whose job it is to deal with money.
But not. That'd be like us going to a bank with
foreign currency.
The human world with foreign currency.
No, like pirate doubloons you found in the ocean or something, and you're like, hey, what do you give me for this? And they're like, that is a piece of corroded metal.
It's gold. It doesn't corrode.
Is what that would be.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if there is a bank, is it possible for Aspen to go to ask for money in like the parents' account or something like that? Or
Does she have all the accounting information?
probably not.
You can certainly try.
It's okay.
It probably depends if your parents thought you should have access to your bank account.
That's a no.
Yeah, I would think, like, maybe your sister would have money that she would lend you if she felt bad.
No, I'll just borrow it when I'm in there borrowing the other stuff.
Wait, no. I would just also ask to borrow your sister's clothes.
Hells, give me a grit roll.
Cool. It was too awkward, you guys.
I know, right? It's a vision of
2.
Dr. Katz's car blowing up with all this in it.
You start having a vision. Give me a brains roll.
20.
Okay. I'll never find the.
I'm so sorry,
right
SJ.
No,
it's good ones.
Just write out all the things that are going to happen the next year. And hand Kels a list.
So this is the next time you'll be awkward.
If we could just get a potions test, actually, that'd be great.
Mm.
Just the answers to the potions test, that'd be cool.
Is that all you want?
No.
I could just give you that.
No.
I only want that when Sammy needs a favor.
Yeah.
Or I need a favor from Sammy.
So you guys see Kels just kind of stop in the middle of everybody. People start kind of looking because she's just stopped and started drawing, and people are a little annoyed because you're kind of standing in the way as
Probably
well.
like right in the doorway or something.
Yeah.
Aspen would try to direct traffic.
It's words. It's been so long.
Words.
Oh boy, it's a whole poem. Once I'm done, I will step aside and then we can read it. And it says, the pen sells his soul, his vulnerability slashed. Confident betrayal, but his smile still flashed. Higher walls, his heart's fortress built. Beneath the surface, a soul's slow wilt. Cut by those close, to many a toy, yearning for connection, yet fearing the ploy. Abandoned again, a blood-stained bond united. He teeters on the precipice.
Untied.
Dark temptation. What?
Untied, not united.
Oh, sorry. A blood-stained bond untied, he teeters on the precipice where dark temptations reside. There, the rhyme. Magical vices of refuge he'll find to numb the torment and quiet his mind. Isolation takes hold, former friends pushed away. Paranoia consumes, kindness begins to decay. Well, this isn't good.
So you guys just standing off to the side, all peering over at this little scribble. Also, you're muted.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
We'll move out of the traffic pattern. Who's the pen?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it's a contract where you sign a pen. Signed with a pen. That is the thing that sells one's soul.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Who?
I'd like to take a wild guess and say that it revolves around Silent. Possibly.
Come on. It can't possibly all revolve around Silent, right?
Maybe he's signing a new contract with a new agent. He told me that they were soulless bloodsuckers.
Huh. Huh.
A blood-stained
Okay.
bond. Gustav, are you teetering on the precipice? Looking at dark temptations.
I mean, the banana costume was pretty. It represented a lot.
Well, but that's more like a barrier to overcome. It's not a. Is it a dark temptation?
I guess not.
Hmm.
Aspen, how close are you to punching anybody?
It's 50-50, maybe 30-60, 60% being the more. Well, that doesn't add up. 60 to 40%, 60 being the punch, the 40% not being.
You haven't punched me, people. So this is us just doing a fit check on each of us in the group real quick.
Yeah.
Does any of this really speak to anybody?
Give me a charm roll.
All right. We're exploding the die here. 9.
Probably looks a little uncomfortable.
It's okay. Aspen didn't mean you, Carter.
And she's not going to
Yeah, I don't think she'd. Yeah, she wouldn't punch any of us.
I would never punch 2K.
There you go. So you're fine.
All right, so Aspen never punched 2K. Good to know, Aspen.
Yes.
I'd never punch you either, Kels.
Okay, thank you.
Perhaps it's just a warning not to close oneself off.
Maybe. Does any of this ring any bells to you, 2K? Okay. Well, this isn't helping us find any money from your sack of money, so let's go to the store and we can think about it there.
Yes. Well, it clearly doesn't have anything to do with 2K because we are all here together. And whoever this is isolated. And 2K is not isolated, so it's not him. Can't hear you.
You guys walk in. The store owner recognizes Phineas. She's like, oh, here we go. What can I do for you kids? You're not just gonna poke around and not buy anything again, are you?
No, apparently there's no way to exchange gold, like solid gold that has, as I understand it, a obvious market value. There's no easy way to exchange that for other apparently solid gold that's worth almost nothing so that I can spend it. So I'm hoping that you can not the hangman's coin, because that's worth apparently a lot. But just like pirate treasure and high women's booty and whatever stuff. Barrow gold.
All right. Well, show me what you got.
I'll pull the hangman's coin out and then just sack.
Okay. How many is it?
It's a sackful.
How many?
I don't know.
Because he's going to count them out. Is it like just how big are the coins?
I mean, they're silver dollar sized, doubloon sized.
Okay, give me a 2d20 rolls.
31. I literally just rolled 2d20s.
Dang. Okay, we'll say there's
So
31 coins in there.
32 because the hangman's coin is not part of this.
Right. So, okay, so there's 31 total, and he's like, all right, well, I guess I can give you a direct exchange coin for coin. I mean, it's
They're worth more than
basically a
one.
gold coin.
They're worth more than that.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, I got to resell it.
So
If I buy it at value, then there's no point. It's just trouble for me.
So in general, based on appraisal, they're worth roughly double the face value.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will sell you 8 for 12.
Give me a charm roll.
Oh God. It's still 50% markup on his front. Yeah, 7.
Eight for 10. Take it or leave it, kid. You just gave me the whole story about how you can't exchange it anywhere else.
I'll find a place. All right. Does that seem fair to everyone?
Yeah, man.
I was going to
half
offer
off
for 8 for
video
12. I was
games.
going to offer to let you pick them. But here's 8. The generic ones. None of the ones that have the nice like they've been kept well and have the nice like you can read the writing on them and all that kind of stuff. They're just like for the metal value. I don't want him selling one of these things for 10 times the value because it's historic. I will count out 8.
Okay.
Which
he will
means
give you 10 gold in return.
23 remain. I will start to put that. I will put that. 23 in parenthesis so I can know that's how many. And now I have 10. Well, I know what I'm doing for my winter break. Digging.
I'm probably going to be pleading my parents for money.
You can come with me and dig. There's plenty.
Well, Aspen, the reason you haven't been getting more money is your misbehavior.
But once we get you back to positive house points, everything should be fine.
Hopefully. Then I can buy the good fancy treats, and then all the familiars will love me, and then I'll have all the friends.
All right. So how much do I owe? The food. 5 silver for the other half of Gustav's. And my mask.
The mask was what, 7 silver?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 3,
Plus
so that's
the
6. So
3.
6.5.
It's like 60, yeah.
Okay. All right. I spend 6.5 gold. Why is everything so complicated?
Cool. So you make that exchange, and then you guys are going back to the different stores to
Yes.
do that. Cool. On your way to go get the food, you pass a newsstand who is yelling out headlines. One of them being Silent Gauntier, mental health break. And he's trying to sell the papers to different people passing by.
How much for a paper?
Couple bronze, yeah.
All right. It's 10, 10, and 10, right? In terms of the exchange rate?
Right.
All right.
Bronze is 10 cents. Silver is $1.
Okay.
Gold is basically $10.
So
it's like a 20-cent paper.
Okay. All right. So now I have 4 silver and 8 copper. Yes, I will buy the paper.
Okay. You buy the paper. Basically, an insider source details that the child star is struggling with mental health and the pressures of fame. Critics are saying he's another spoiled rich kid that doesn't know how good he has it and has nothing to complain about. There's some other ones that's like, child star acting like a baby, or things predicting he may step away from acting, or other ridiculous breaches for what could be happening or will happen.
But I talked to him just the other day and he was fine.
Oh, Phineas, don't worry about it. These newspapers always lie. My dad says they're rags, and you shouldn't trust them.
But if you're...
Yeah, this kind of looks like a tabloid thing where it's just like rumors and stuff. I presume the other articles are similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, in nature.
But someone would have to be spreading them, right?
Well, turns out some people just lie about things.
Mm.
Or they do an interview with, like, right here, you see this quote and how it like only has 2 words quoted at a time and a lot of ellipses between everything. That means the person said a lot of other stuff and they just pulled together what they wanted to make a new sentence.
Mm. So they're lying
happens a lot
to
for tab.
hurt someone for money.
Yeah.
You did just pay 2 bronze coins to pick up the paper. It worked.
But my interest wasn't prurient. It was because I wanted to see if everything was okay with... Well, we'll have to talk to Silent about it.
And maybe not with the paper.
Well, no. We should probably also talk to Izzy.
Yeah, you can talk to Izzy.
All right. Well, Aspen and Izzy are good friends, aren't you?
Kinda, I guess.
Which would mean you had a
Maybe.
conversation with her that lasted a while and it didn't end in expulsion.
This is true.
All right. Well, but I'm not worried if there's any truth to it. I'm more worried that, because he doesn't seem to act like a child, I'm more worried that it might upset him.
That is very understandable.
Although, he has been isolating a bit recently.
Which was kind of wise, given all the hags and stuff around the school.
Yes, but I mean even before that. And people don't always take him seriously because he's a product. I mean, he isn't a product, but like he sometimes is treated as a product. Almost like a toy. Mm.
Yeah.
Are you referring to the prophecy?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it sounds so official when you say promise.
Yeah.
Also, when his girlfriend, whose name I've mysteriously forgotten. Okay.
Nope.
It's not Lily?
Iris?
Not even,
Iris.
Not even close.
It's a
Iris.
flower. It's the same thing.
It's Iris. It is a flower. You are correct.
Yeah.
And it is 4 letters, which is also close.
Yeah, when Iris was here, he was spending a lot of time with her and not us. So in that sense,
I know.
pushed away his quote unquote former friends.
Maybe.
I mean, she is his girlfriend, so wouldn't he want to spend time with her?
Well, he can't be spending a lot of time with her now because she's not here yet.
But she will be,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
she
they'll
will
be
be.
close. So he will have connections.
Yes, but right now he maybe doesn't. Maybe he's feeling lonely.
You know what? You're right. If you think he's lonely, then we should invite him to do stuff with us because that's what good friends do.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't want to, the invitation will make him feel better and it'll make him feel included.
Well, we
He
are
can-
about to make caramel apples.
That's true.
And we're also about to wander about the not restricted part of the forest, right? With the treats.
Maybe.
Maybe. What are you going to do with them otherwise?
We haven't decided yet. We have to secure the stuff and then strategize.
Oh, right. I guess.
How's Kels feeling about them inviting Silent to do stuff with them, given certain other events?
A little nervous.
Okay.
I mean, Iris isn't here yet, so, it'll be fine. As long as it's with everybody.
What Iris doesn't know won't hurt her.
Yeah, she's going
Oh,
to find out, but that's fine.
That's a terrible way of thinking. What you don't know can absolutely kill you.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder if Iris will be allowed to come now that the school has been overrun by hags.
There definitely is a section in the tabloid too about the hag stuff and
Ooh, let's read that part.
blood mages and Calther. So yeah, about how there's a hag spawn at the school, threatening students that are there, but the government, they're not doing anything about it, letting all the children, basic fear mongering stuff to sell papers. And then there's a tie-in of like, this has to be related to the blood mages, all this speculation of, they're definitely working together, and the cult kid and the hag kid have been seen together, definitely in league with each other.
Are we going to start getting tabloid photos of all of us together while we're out of our town?
Just very scary sketch renditions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's me.
Candid photos.
They kind of got your hair right.
Well, no, I was curious
A bunch
who
of
that.
scribbles.
I was curious who the hag spawn was, and then I realized they were talking about me. Well, they're clearly just making things up, grasping at straws. No self-respecting. Oh, well, I hope for their sake Granny doesn't read the papers. I was talking to Dr. Katz about this. I'm very worried about people. Because if people start to get, now that the immediate threat is over, they start to get all, meh. And they start maybe saying things that they shouldn't. I mean, I don't know how far away she went, and I don't know how long it's going to take her to come back, but if they start getting all strange.
Speaking of, she does start to walk up while you guys are looking over this tabloid.
Oh.
What do you guys
Dr.
do as
Katz.
she's walking up? Yeah. You guys are just reading the tabloid in your group?
And having a conversation. Oh, see, I was telling you, Dr. Katz. It's like, I can't warn people because if I warn people, then it will sound like a threat. But if I don't warn people, I'll feel bad if she comes back and eats them. It's a real conundrum.
What are we talking about? What are you
Oh, the
reading?
tabloids.
She'll grab it. She's like, don't read this garbage.
Well,
this
didn't
stuff isn't-
warn him.
Okay, you know this is nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Although,
Yeah. Nope. It is 100%.
Absolutely. I mean, look at,
nonsense.
and she sees the part about silence. She's like, oh my god, he is a child. She just crumples it up.
yes.
Oh, we still got to pick up the treats.
Yes.
Oh, getting treats for your familiars?
Yes.
Well, no.
Kind of.
I was about to say that was a lot
So
of hesitation.
we are concerned about Greer, who is a bloodhound under Professor Levi's charge, who we know was not found at Professor Levi's home, who we strongly believe is in the vicinity of the school. And so we retrieved the monthly food order and some lovely little gummy treats and things that we know that he enjoys, such that we can make him happy.
If you find him, you mean?
I mean, we obviously can't make him happy if we don't know where he is.
Okay. Well, where are you planning on looking?
Oh, all around. Not in the Forbidden Forest.
That's
Not in
exactly
the
what I was
restricted-
angling at.
Not in the restricted forest.
Mhm.
Maybe on the edge of the discouraged forest.
Maybe. We did discuss being very close to the Forbidden Forest, but then we thought that we might lure something else out. Maybe that cat that brought you your broom back, Kels.
Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe it would like dog food.
Maybe you could have a second familiar, Kels.
Maybe Xena
a
is
dangerous cat.
maybe it was Xena. Maybe Xena has an ultimate form.
I don't think cats work like that.
Maybe Xena isn't a normal cat.
No, I think she is a normal cat.
Maybe she's like a werewolf. She's a normal cat sometimes, and then she turns into something else.
We probably would have noticed sooner at home.
Maybe your mother
Maybe.
knows.
Maybe she's like, Kiara from that one anime equivalent show. Inuyasha.
We haven't seen that.
You're
in
just
movie
making
club.
sounds now.
Okay.
But if a cat is a werewolf, then surely it will transform into a wolf.
Well, not a
some other
werewolf,
cat.
but like a werewolf. But instead of being
werecat.
like a human that moves into an animal, it's one animal that moves into an even better, bigger version of that animal. Oh,
That's
Dr.
just
Tess, do you know who the
Pokemon.
werewolf is?
You guys kind of went way in different directions about her familiar cat being a werewolf thing and then some other cat being a werewolf thing.
Well,
I'm not aware of any werecats.
there's a cat that's a familiar, and then there's another cat that lives in the forest and does nice things like retrieve people's brooms from spiders. And there's
don't
also
know
a
if it was
werewolf.
a
Those
cat.
two things are not related.
Okay, well,
Those were three things.
you're saying a large possible werecat returned her broom from the Forbidden Forest?
Probably.
It's the leading theory.
Yes. Any other assumption would posit some other additional protective creature.
Or a teacher just went to the Forbidden Forest and got it later.
Yeah, always more plausible possibilities, but
We're going to have we're going to have a conversation about there's the normal distribution curve, and like what happens to us is never there. So it's like you're going to have to just shift your expectations towards the tail of the
It'd be
distribution
nice
curve.
if it was there, though. Wouldn't it be nice to be in the normal distribution curve?
I don't rule things out. I'm coming from Spin It, so
Right.
plenty of strange oddities that occur, but
Well, Kels was protected by a supernatural creature in the forest, and then her broom came back. So we associate those two things because it seemed to be very helpful. Not the same thing as the werewolf. That's a different thing.
have you ever heard the phrase, if you hear galloping, it's probably not a centaur in the shopping hall?
No.
Probably just a standard Pegasus.
Well, where I'm from, if you hear galloping, you better run because it's probably a unicorn.
Well, we're not there.
The last Pegasus we
I'm not
met.
saying rule it out. I'm just saying It's more likely it's a more simpler explanation.
Aspen's best friend
And
is a
not to
Pegasus.
rule out the simpler explanations. Because even though you're saying oddities happen more frequently to you, maybe the oddity is the normal thing and you're overlooking it.
I don't know. Aspen, have you seen
Sure,
your best
something
friend
to think
recently?
about.
Your best friend, the Pegasus?
I have not.
Well, you must be sad about that.
I have feelings. This is correct.
But you didn't answer the question. Do you know who the werewolf is? It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I'm just curious if you knew.
I know plenty of werewolves.
But the one that's at school.
You think there is a werewolf
No.
at the school?
For sure. At or near.
Well, even if I did, I wouldn't be at liberty to tell you.
All right. From that, I'll assume that you
Okay.
know and it's fine.
Disclose other people's medical conditions.
Yes, we've already decided that whoever it is, they're perfectly lovely because they didn't eat us while we were all unconscious. And they were very nearby.
I still say that was regular horrible critters
It was definitely a werewolf.
and not a werewolf because the moon wasn't even full.
Doesn't have to
The moon
be.
was full.
And it was full.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It probably wasn't a werewolf.
It was definitely
It
a
was
werewolf.
when Casey went missing, the moon wasn't full.
Right, okay.
This were shark.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone seen Mojo?
He
I mean,
doesn't really like associating with us anymore.
Well, I know. But didn't he disappear after the dance?
I saw him in the halls once.
But then we confirmed that he survived. All right.
Yeah, and he's been in your classes.
Okay, good. It just occurred to me we're talking about people who went missing. Not to suggest that Mojo is the werewolf. That's not my suspicion. Anyway, good. No, I just wanted to make sure that someone knew. Because I wouldn't like the idea of a student being a werewolf and feeling like they can't tell anyone. I understand why they wouldn't tell
Mojo.
everyone, but it would be awful if like they weren't getting support from staff.
If Mojo was the werewolf, I'm screwed.
Oh, yes. That's true. The fact that you haven't been savaged suggests that Mojo is not the werewolf. Or a werewolf with remarkable restraint.
Dr. Katz, did the werewolf have to sign a contract when they joined the school to say they wouldn't eat anyone?
I wouldn't know. I don't know how the school deals with if they have werewolves or not. What kind of regulations are in place? I'm just the counselor.
Well, just saying, it might be worth finding out.
Right. Well, you needed to pick up some
Mhm.
familiar food.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys go pay for the food. Grab it. You guys doing anything else? Looking for anything else?
I think we got everything, right?
Would the kitchen at the school have rosemary?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Then I'm good.
Everybody ready? Great. Let's go ahead and get in the carriage.
The last carriage. Well, I'm sure that one was the only one that was sabotaged, and since it was completely and utterly destroyed, it's fine.
Yes. And also,
I don't think it happened because we didn't take the carriage.
how did that go down?
We took a different transportation route.
Yes,
We took a magic floating box.
that's right.
We did. But it's fine.
Oh no, it's not fine. You had a vision of us dying in a carriage. Those visions are not always proximate in time. Maybe it wasn't about that trip and it's about this trip instead.
It probably wasn't about this trip.
I mean, I don't know.
It's okay. We can walk Dr. Katz.
I'm
not that far.
not walking in these shoes. I'll tell you that right now.
Watch it be a vision of when we've all graduated Artemis and we're celebrating at the bar, and then we're going back because, like, you know, the celebration party and whatnot to, like, go home and everything, and then that's when we crash, like, literally after entire school is
Right.
done.
Essentially, what you all are saying is you are never going to take a carriage again.
No, we can take the carriage. Listen, we were about to get on a carriage, and I drew a really fast drawing of a carriage accident.
Yes,
It seemed pretty correlated.
it did.
Do you think that I ought to get my blood type tattooed? Just in case.
No.
Why?
You're too young
So
for
that-
tattoos.
If there's a massive carriage crash, then the doctors will be able to know what type of bloods I need.
I think they would just use magic, wouldn't they? I don't think they would feed you someone else's blood.
Unless they were a blood mage.
I know, that
Is
seems...
anyone uncomfortable taking a carriage back?
Oh, it's probably fine. Everyone has to die eventually. Allegedly.
I will get a Uber if we need to.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We don't want to be a problem. We just want to make sure that we're transparent with you so you understand the risk.
If I die, at least I wasn't expelled.
That's true. Silver linings.
I'm glad you guys are hunting the good stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead. Kels, give me a grit roll.
3.
They give you a braids roll.
Okay.
50.
No, just a 10.
Okay.
Just a 10. Okay. Okay. So you start going. Everybody, of course, immediately starts looking at what you're drawing
Just hold on.
because they're like, "Oh no."
Dr. Katz.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just a normal thing that happens before riding carriages.
Sure.
Okay, that's not great. But not carriage related.
Everyone does kind of breathe a sigh of relief when it's not a carriage crash, at least.
Since when do you carry 2 colors on you?
She has one of those fancy pens with the multicolored. Yeah.
Yeah.
The red one gets a lot of use, as well as black.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get
Kels,
one when I go home.
I don't mean to alarm you, but you appear to have drawn a person, perhaps a man, who has had their face ripped off.
Or is he
Yeah, maybe.
gasping in agonized horror looking at the scene of destruction from a carriage crash?
No. No carriage here.
Well, it's already been destroyed.
I mean, it could just be a guy with, like, a bunch of red yarn on him. Because, you know,
Oh, that's
I've
nice.
gotten tangled up in some yarn before. I blame Sap for that idea.
A Halloween costume accident.
Or a headache?
Let's discuss all of this on the way back.
Yes.
Right. Calder will speak up. Probably nothing.
Well, that was suspicious, Calder.
Give me a charm roll.
Oh, God. 4.
It's the wrong die. Oh, you guys both got 4s.
This person without a face who is
I will
covering
spend an
their
adversity
ears.
token.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely being weird about it. Like, he is trying to get the focus off that vision.
Calder, you can tell us. You don't have to. But you can, and then if someone is in trouble, we can help them. Well, think about it.
Cool. Let's look at the other one instead. Bring back the poem thing again. I'm sure we have a similar roundabout discussion.
Oh, I guess I could post it in chat too.
I think
Oh, yeah, you could.
Gustav is correct. It is silent.
That was Aspen who said that.
Oh, sorry, Aspen is correct. It was silent.
Finally got something right.
Well, you often get things right.
You don't know
Except for
it's
the whole,
right.
except for the whole punching people and threatening them part.
You guys keep talking amongst yourselves in the carriage.
Sure. So, that's the plan, right? We're going to invite Simon to help us with the caramel apples. Just as a gesture to remind him that we haven't forgotten about him.
Should I invite my sister?
Sure, why not?
I'm sure she'll say no, but
Yeah. And maybe you could ask to borrow some of her clothes.
okay. It's
You're
less
going to-
fun than sneaking in, but
Sneaking in seems problematic on several levels. Mostly because of where we're discussing this and who's here.
Also,
Dr. Katz is just like,
it's fine, we're talking her out of it. Also, let's logic this through. You sneak into your sister's room to borrow her clothes when you could have just asked. And then you wear them in public and she sees them. It is not going to take a crack detective to wrap up that particular case. And then you're going to get in trouble, which means you get expelled.
also the fact of the Drakenor student walking into the Kalatog common area before the dorm.
I mean, there are
stick out like a red thumb.
Yes, there are multiple barriers and considerations in your plan, but the main one is success is publicly displaying the evidence of your misdeed, and that's probably not good.
You make a good
And I
point.
see that look on your face, Dr. Katz. Yes,
I'm letting you talk through it.
The misdeed itself is not a good idea. I'm not
I
suggesting
wasn't going to make a suggestion until
I saw the
I'd
eyebrow though in the
finished.
rearview mirror. However, the point is that that breaking rules is bad, and also this particular scheme is guaranteed to fail. So maybe asking, and then finding a way to ask that doesn't reveal that the reason you want to borrow her clothes is because she's the scariest thing that you know. Unless you think she'll find that amusing. I don't know her very well.
And I'd probably just say I want to dress up like her because, fourth year's cool and stuff.
Sure.
Dr. Katz, what are you dressing up as?
I'm not dressing up for the school.
Oh, why not?
Oh, I have my own plans.
Ooh, what are they?
None of a student's business, unfortunately.
Oh, all right.
And I guess the werewolf is dressing up as a wolf.
Maybe.
Bit on the nose.
Well, that's sort of like a double blind, right? A double bluff.
I've seen it before, but
You've seen the werewolf?
I've seen a werewolf dress as a werewolf.
Oh,
or
really?
dress as a wolf.
So I guess it's not as clever as we thought it was.
I think it's typically the first thought.
So does that mean a vampire will dress like a vampire and a unicorn like a unicorn?
Well, if you're a vampire and you dress as anything, you're dressed like a vampire, and unicorns don't wear clothes.
A vampire might dress up as a bat, though. Perhaps a
But then-
bumblebee bat.
Is to
Sure,
be
sure.
secretly a vampire?
Yeah, basically, Gustav is implying Calder could be a vampire.
No.
Surely not all vampires turn into vampire bats. They must turn into other types of bats too.
They are not limited to bats. They can
What?
become pools of liquid shadow. They can become chilling mists, inching their way across the moors, against the wind. They can become cats of any kind, although black is preferred. Rats are quite common. And of course, bats.
But Phineas, I've breathed in mists.
Yes.
Maybe Xena's a vampire.
The vampires you talk about are long gone.
Oh, how long? Do you mean like last week? Has something happened recently?
The more powerful original vampires, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. The ones I've met seemed quite powerful.
If
And
there are
only
any,
two.
it would be
It was only 2, so.
very rare.
Hmm. Quite charming.
By nature.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, that was when I was young, though. And I had just gotten over the disappointment of not becoming a Dullahan. I don't know where I got the idea, but for the longest time I thought that as I grow older, my head would one day pop off. And I would be Dullahan. It seems like fun.
Sure.
Dr. Cass starts to sympathize. Like, I now understand why the previous counselor quit. It's fine. Well, surely you know some Dullahans, or have run across them.
I've heard of encounters with them. I personally have not ever encountered one. I don't go into the field too often.
They're actually rather boring. Don't have much to say. They kind of have one trick, which is, oh, my head comes off. Oh.
Are they ahead or behind the times?
Depends.
But a Dullahan would make a very good peeping Tom. Or like a very bad one, an evil one. Because
Why
they
is that
can-
where your head goes, Gustav?
He's been reading romance novels.
Well, what else is a removable head good for?
Whoa. What romance novels are you reading?
There was this one about an apple. Well, it wasn't about an apple, but it was. It was about a young woman who moved from the big city to the countryside, where a young farmer who was wearing a plaid shirt with rolled up sleeves owned an orchard. Except that he was very mean and they hated each other. But they had to take part in the village festival, which involved tying their hands together for the entire day. And so they wandered around and talked to people and bobbed for apples. And at the end of the boat, they kissed.
Is this the forbidden fruit?
You know it.
I do. I have my guilty pleasures, but that book is basically a Hallmark movie on paper.
Well,
Did kind of sound like a Hallmark movie.
if you've got any better suggestions, I'm all
It
ears.
probably did make it into a Hallmark movie, in all honesty. I kind of lost track of NIMP media, but wouldn't be surprised. Oh, you need good suggestions. I got you.
Thank you very much.
Appropriate for your age. You guys arrive back to the school. All right. Hope you all had fun.
Thank you for
Sign
taking
you guys
notes.
back in. No problem.
Thank you.
And we didn't
Crisis
crash.
averted. No crash.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was very enlightening.
Okay. Have fun.
It was
All right.
related.
Thank you, Dr. Katz.
And then as we walk away, the carriage explodes.
In slow motion.
Put our sunglasses on.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Well, we have to go check on Sai.
Okay.
I think that's on you because he's probably in his room.
Oh, I should do that this evening when he's certain to be there, as opposed to wandering around campus. We spend an inordinate amount of time wandering around campus looking for people.
I feel like at some point there's some sort of spell situation that you can learn
Yes.
where this doesn't happen to you. And it's probably something that high upperclassmen know how to do, so they don't spend as much time wandering around.
I should also find my sister.
Let's do that first.
So we're wandering around anyway.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you know the typical locations to look. It's a Saturday afternoon. She's probably done with Creature Club, probably hanging out with some of her friends.
And we're not in a restricted area, so we can wander around together, which is always more pleasant than wandering around individually.
We'll say you guys find her in the greenhouse.
Aspen will go over and poke her shoulder ever so gently.
Yeah? Oh. Hey, Aspen.
Hi.
How was your community service stuff? Go well?
Yeah, it went okay. Just peachy.
She's looking
Meanwhile,
at
right
everybody
behind
behind
Asp is
her.
everyone else going, oh.
We're like,
Did you do something? Did something happen? There's a little hesitation. I'm looking at people's reactions. Not instilling confidence.
Well, I didn't do anything.
That's true.
yeah, she was fine.
Yeah. I had.
Was that Samantha girl messing with you?
Ooh.
No, but Brody from the Drakenor house. He made the gum in my hair stickier, so I was sticking to the wall for a minute.
Why did you have gum in your hair?
Oh, you know, kids, they're wild, just yeah.
So he stuck gum in your hair?
Well, I don't know if it was him personally, but like somebody did at the museum.
And then he made it stickier
Yep.
and stuck you to a
Yep.
wall.
Yep, that's about it.
What did you do?
I just hung around there.
You're,
Played it off cool.
you're selling yourself short. Aspen displayed great calm and forethought and maturity and did not rise to the bait.
We did find her and ask for a teacher to remove her from the wall.
Yes. She was sorely
Oh.
tested and tempted, but did not respond in a negative way, which I think we should all be proud of.
Right. And why is he messing with you exactly?
I think that after puberty, people just become mean. That's my general conclusion.
You've yet to hit
Also,
puberty?
his wand may be slightly smaller than everybody else's wand, so maybe he's just jealous that everybody else has a bigger wand than he does.
I mean, you could always just buy a new one, couldn't you?
You have a bigger one than him, Aspen? Is that what you're saying? Is that why he's jealous?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, noted. Is that what you came here to tell me about? Was
No, I came to ask if it's okay to borrow some of your clothes. Like a...
Are you going on a date with that Casey kid again?
No, we're
Oh.
currently not on speaking terms.
What happened?
Apparently he doesn't like being second, so
Oh, did you beat him at something? The male ego, I swear, it's so fragile.
yeah, definitely.
Well, he's not worth your time if that's what makes him not want you. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I just wanted to look nice for the Hallows Eve.
You're supposed to dress up in a costume, Aspen. Do you know that?
Yeah.
We've had the celebration at the sanctuary plenty of times.
Yeah.
You saying my clothes look monstrous? Is that what this is?
No, I'm saying that it would be cool to dress up as you because you're cool. Like
What else do you
dancers are
want?
cool. Prefects are cool.
Is this a compliment leading into you
Yeah.
wanting something else? Or is this some other weird Aspen stuff?
This is me asking if I can borrow your clothes so I don't get in trouble for sneaking in.
You were gonna sneak in and take my clothes?
That was the initial thought, yeah, but my friends told me not to. They're very wise.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you're already on suspended punishment. If you would have got caught sneaking into the Kalatog area, you'd be done.
Well, and even if she didn't get caught sneaking in or sneaking out, the evidence of the misdeed would have been on display because it's clothes that you wear in public.
Right.
We went through the whole logic chain.
Right, so you're convinced her not to do it because she would get caught.
No, because rule breaking is bad and we don't want her to be
It's
expelled.
fine. Right, because it's breaking the rules and not just a bad thing to do in general.
Yes, that's what I said. Breaking rules is
Well,
bad.
anyways. Aspen, give me a charm roll.
Okay.
I'll do. It'd be 13.
It's a 5.
Get some
Okay.
boons, Aspen. We've gone so far.
So I'll use a major boon if we have one.
We do.
Okay.
This is obviously the most important role. Nothing else is going to try to kill us in this series. We've done that.
Can I use another major boon?
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it. Why not?
absolutely.
Endanger ourselves.
How dare you?
Wait. Sorry, I muted instead of unmuting. It's fine. What is the number I have to beat?
13. It's got a bit of a buff because she's your older sister and also a prefect. And upper class. Very influential.
We don't believe in sunk cost fallacy, so we just want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it possible
Probably.
to use the 3 minor boons plus the 3 adversity tokens I have to bump it up to a 14?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So why should I let you take my clothes to dress up as me? This isn't like a making fun of me thing, is it?
No.
What clothes
I
are you
adore
wanting to
you.
borrow to make it actually seem like you're dressing like me? Because who's gonna get it?
Well, I was gonna get some rosemary from the kitchen. Put it on, see the rosemary pose.
You're gonna
Yeah.
put on rosemary?
Like a corsage,
Yeah.
right?
Or a wreath thing.
Yeah. Just like stick it in the hair.
I think you overestimate how many people know what rosemary looks like, but okay. I guess
Put
you
on
can
a
do
name
a
tag.
niche costume. Sure. You can borrow my Calatog jacket if you want, and it has the prefect thing on it, so people will probably get it.
Cool. Thank you.
Just don't use it to try to sneak into the Calatog room or anything ridiculous.
I would never.
Do you guys mean to redeem all 5 boons? I don't
They
think she
were
rolled 5 times.
2 majors and 3 minors.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So cool, you do that. She'll get you the costume later. She's busy right now.
Yeah, well, it's still like Saturday night, so I don't think you really need it until
Monday.
Monday. So
Should we... Ooh, what time Saturday is it?
A little bit before dinner, because yeah, you guys had lunch, went out to town, only made a couple stops, and then came back.
Okay. So do we want to... Well, I guess we're going to spend all day tomorrow prepping and making caramel apples for Monday, right?
We should put up the food.
Yes.
What were we supposed to talk to Izzy about?
Oh, the rumors in the tabloids.
Okay.
So we going to the woods then? Right before dinner?
Well, if we're preparing the apples, then we probably ought to do the woods. Because if we're preparing the apples tomorrow, then we probably ought to do the woods today.
Well, but
because
it's almost
otherwise-
dinner. And it's soon to be dark, and we probably shouldn't be out near the woods at dark.
Right, okay.
Is Greer not nocturnal?
Well, somewhat, but also everything else out there is pretty nocturnal. And there's a werewolf and various other things, and I don't think that the trolls, can read the signs that keep them. I'm surprised they haven't wandered out and killed a bunch of people already.
Some things only lurk in shadows, you know?
Yes. I pet
Maybe they have one of those invisible fences that sometimes you can use to let your creatures
lines
run
warded.
out. Yeah.
If they could keep... So this is the thing that confuses me. So in addition to the deadly, you go in and you die, theoretically, forest being right near a school with children who don't deal well with temptation, either they can't prevent the things in the forest from wandering out, or they are under control of those things, in which case they could just push them away so they're not so close to campus. It doesn't make any sense.
There's rules against messing with the natural habitats.
Yeah, if you
Of trolls.
remember the school brochure pointing out the whole wildlife reserve area that was near it as part of the thing, which is why it is either forbidden or restricted or merely discouraged.
I didn't really get the
standard
brochure.
classification. Oh, right.
I was just locked in a
It's in
tower.
the brochure.
No, I was locked in a tower for a good long while, and then I was put on a conveyance and brought here.
In a tower.
Yes. Well, I wasn't exactly locked in, but I wasn't allowed to leave.
And then he grew his hair out.
Oh no, it's always been like this.
We used the brochure for a coaster once.
Mm. Well, that's responsible. You're not ruining the furniture.
But you
Yeah.
are ruining the brochure.
Brochures are a
The
renewable
furniture.
resource.
Furniture is more important.
It's true.
Because Mother would literally kill me if I ruined her beautiful wooden table.
Really? Is your mother also a
Yeah.
hag?
No, she's just really into plant stuff.
Mm.
I can see where your sister gets it.
Yeah.
You should talk to your counselor about your mother's incessant death threats toward you. Do you think that's why you respond to everything with violence? Because your family threatens to kill you at every turn?
It's possible.
You've been spending a lot of time with counselors, haven't you, Phineas?
Yes, I have. It's very enjoyable.
It's also possible due to my brothers who go out and, fight off wild creatures that get loose.
Yes.
Do you think a moose, like a really big one, a full-grown one, could beat up a troll?
Did you know
No.
a moose can eat a wolf like the length of like 3 football fields? Like just like kick the thing and go flying. Moose are very terrifying and powerful, and you don't want to mess with them.
I don't know if an adult moose could, Gustav, but a baby moose certainly could. There's nothing more horrifying in nature.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I guess since you lived in the forest, you've met a lot more moose than me.
Yes. I mean, even wendigos are afraid of baby mooses.
Isn't it just a threat of a parent moose? Like
No,
most
it's because
baby
they're
animals
horrifying
in
to
the
look
wild?
at. They're brain-breakingly awful. They're like 97% leg.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of magical creatures that are also 97% leg. Do you think they'd be as scared?
Well, but they're supposed to be horrifying. Those are not part of nature, technically.
Like the long-legged cat.
A pyewacket.
So why didn't you get a baby moose as your familiar then?
Aspen? Or me?
Oh, you, because you like horrifying things.
No, I don't. I think horrifying things are horrifying. And Poe is only
Right.
sometimes horrifying. He's ex-horrifying. Formerly horrifying.
Recovering horrifying.
I wouldn't go that far. Misha says that baby moose aren't that terrifying. They really are.
They don't look that scary, man.
They're
proportional to moose.
They're all wrong.
Moose are terrifying.
That's true.
Alice, give me a grit roll.
Oh, she got too bored with the conversation. She's Googling moose in her mind right now.
Just trying to think of other horrifying creatures.
Other horrifying creatures. Oops, thought too hard. 4.
Okay. Give me a brains roll.
75.
7.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
I can roll lower than a 10. It is possible.
If SJ has a picture of a moose,
Banana moose.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are talking. You guys keep talking. That's fine.
Well, I mean, dinner's about to begin. We should probably head that way.
right? And if Silent is there, then you can talk to him then.
Yes. And if not, I can always chat with him out the window. So, when do we dress up? I made that mistake for the dance. So is it first thing in the morning? Like I
You
did.
can if you want. Some people wear costumes all day. Some people wait until an actual event. There might even be people dressed up on Sunday if they're going to a party or something. Like a separate personal private party or something.
All right. Okay, so I won't embarrass myself by dressing up like I did last time. Okay, so I will get dressed in the morning. I suppose I have to carry the mask with me because I can't very well eat with it in. Anyway.
And shove it in your backpack.
So should we have dinner?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Should we have dinner?
Oh, yeah, sounds
I was
good.
just coming back from a vision. Just like, oh, what?
What happened there?
Oh, it's just a skeletal hand holding I think it's a microphone, like from the 50s or something. Cool. Thematic.
Did we ever discover what was up with the figure with the hand that was turning into skeletons?
No. I don't think so.
I think Michael Jackson is dead.
Yes. Maybe it's Michael Jackson trying to contact us from beyond the grave. It's possible.
Michael Jackson again, huh?
It could be. It is the only one with the one hand.
If only you guys knew someone that could commune with ghosts.
Well, I know. That's what I was going to say. It looks like the spirits of the dead trying to speak to us.
If only. Any rate, let's get dinner.
Yes. Is Sai at dinner? Is Tim at dinner?
Tim will be at dinner, like sitting off on his own. Izzy's there too. Sai, he'll probably come in later.
Should we divide and conquer?
True.
So, trying to think.
I'll go to talk to Izzy.
Yes. I should probably just go talk to Tim. And that means that Gustav and Kels can go talk to Izzy.
No, Aspen's
Sorry.
talking to Izzy.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Then, that's right. Gustav and Kels can go talk to Sai.
And 2K.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
2K, you
I
can
don't
come.
see him here
you can-
yet, so we'll just wait here.
Oh, he's right over there. You can come to talk to Tim with me if you'd like. 2K.
Cool. You guys divide up. Start with Aspen. Do you remember what you were supposed to ask Izzy about?
The tabloids.
Yeah.
Aspen will sit down. The area right in front. Hey, Izzy.
Hey, Aspen.
So I was in town earlier today. Yeah, that makes sense. And we walked by a newsstand that was selling papers. And we bought a paper, and there was a bunch of like tabloids and stuff like that, but like a lot of those revolved around rumors around silence. So wondering if you
I got that. She'll go into her backpack and pull out that same tabloid. She's like, I know, I read it.
what do you think about it?
Crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, there's a bunch of rumors going around of why he came here in the first place anyway, but makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are the rumors?
Why do you think about it? Because you guys kind of hung out with Sai. Maybe not so much you, but
Yeah, Phineas was very concerned about it. And then Kels and Gustav had to reassure him, like, they're just baseless rumors type deal, but
I wouldn't say baseless. I mean, it was an inside source.
an inside source.
Yeah, it's what the tabloid says. They got it from an inside source. And some of the stuff on there, it seems like it did come from somebody close to this island.
But who would snitch on Sai?
I don't know, crazy. I can't imagine anybody in his close group of friends that has a history of snitching.
Fair point.
Yeah. I don't think it was you guys. Well, I mean, maybe.
I wouldn't do that.
I would think more likely you guys would do it to like the mob or teachers, not some random tabloid. If you guys needed the money that bad.
Yeah. So cool. It's just normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing new or interesting coming from the tabloids.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
So there is new stuff.
I mean, yeah, with everything that's happened.
Do you think it's
Did you hear the
because...
thing about the blood mages working with the hags?
Yeah, it seems highly unlikely.
Maybe. Sometimes they're just speculative, but
Yeah.
crazy to think about.
Yeah, I don't think the hags would actually work with the blood mages. They'd probably take over and like maybe just eat the blood mages after they were done with them.
You know a lot
That
about
seems really
hags and blood mages?
I mean, that's just the vibe I get from Phineas talking about them. So. Also, the fact that the hags tried to eat us, and the blood mage that we faced just wanted to splat us. So
Yeah, but he wasn't like in the blood cult anymore, right? Like he was dead.
yeah,
And the hags tried to eat you, but you guys aren't blood cultists, are you? Or unless you're saying you're blood cultists, then they tried to eat you, so that disproves the theory.
I don't think I'm a blood cultist. I mean, I don't know. Can't remember a couple days, so
Were you thinking about it? Was it an
No.
option?
don't think I was ever given the option to join a blood cult.
If it was presented to you, would you?
No.
Yeah, maybe if people say something, just be like, no, I'm not a blood cultist. You should probably be sure about that.
That's a good point. You're very smart.
Teflon.
Makes sense now.
It did make sense before?
Well, I don't know. Still don't understand how I'm in Drakenor, so...
I think everybody understands why you're in Drakenor, Aspen.
Is it because red looks good on me? Or...
No. Actually, I think red and purple kind of clash a bit, but...
Fair point.
You started a fight on your first day of school. You're definitely Drakenor.
Cool. Well, good chat. Thank you. The offer for the helping with the caramel apples is still open if you want to join, but I know you said you have plans, so but
So busy.
if something that happens to open up, you're still welcome to join us.
Appreciate it.
What is it? I think Kels and Gustav were gonna go see if Sai wanted to help out, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Be interested to see if he goes. If he does say he's going to go, tell me.
Okay, I will. We'll give
Maybe
you a
I'll move
heads
some
up.
stuff around.
Cool. We'll see you later.
Yep.
And she'll go to the meetup spot.
Cool. Phineas, you and 2K go over to Tim.
Yes.
You see Wolf trying to pick at his bread unsuccessfully.
Ghost pet Wolf. Well, so two things, well, three things really. What order? Okay, so we recovered at great expense apparently a bunch of wonderful foodstuffs for our good friend in the alcove.
Oh, perfect.
And it's a month's worth, but we may want to intersperse it because we don't know how long the current situation is going to continue. The gang is very interested in helping to find our friend.
Okay, well, dangle some keys in front of them. They'll pay attention to something else. Where are we going to keep it?
Oh, does it not? Does the packaging not have some sort of charm on it to keep it from spoiling?
Yeah, but where are you going to put it?
I don't know. In our rooms? No one comes in my room.
Okay, that works.
I mean, I suppose we could ask for space in the pantry, but then I'd be afraid someone might use it as a ingredient.
Right.
And we can't very well store it there because we'll just eat it all. And then I'll get a tummy ache. And we can't have that. The other thing was Kale's had a vision of a skeletal hand speaking into an old-timey microphone, which seemed very much like someone trying to communicate. So I just thought I would ask, is everything like...
They're always trying to communicate.
Yeah, but no changes from...
No.
Okay. Just double checking. Was there something else? Calder, was there something else that I'm forgetting? Except for that vision of the person holding their head. You thought I forgot, didn't you? You're among friends.
And it's like, what vision?
Kels has had a number of visions, recently. It seems like they crop up every time there's a socially awkward situation or an unacceptably long pause in conversation, which, as you can imagine, is quite frequent in our peer group. So she had a number of them today, one of which was a person doing this, but their face was all red.
He looks at Calder's.
Calder knows what it means or thinks he does, but he doesn't want to tell us, which is fine. Which is fine. Just reminding that you can tell us anything. Particularly Tim and myself. We're not judgmental. Well,
Hey, you see Tim kind of go.
I mean, you are, but you aren't. You aren't judgmental about non-mundane things. If that makes sense.
I did kind of think you were evil. A little bit.
Well, that's a reasonable assumption. But you had an open mind, and were willing to let evidence and experience outweigh your initial prejudice. That's all anyone can ask.
Sure.
Anyway. It's fine. This is how we are with secrets. Which is why they're eventually going to find out. But I will respect your wishes and not tell them, but they're eventually going to find out.
We could always go visit our friend where it's more private.
Let's do that.
Maybe.
Let's do that.
Cool. You guys will.
We'll just wait
head
until
off.
no one's looking and then leave dinner early.
Kels, Gustav, you see Sai head up. Some of the popular girls and more popular kids kind of go up to him and chat a bit while he's grabbing food.
We wait at a respectful distance.
You're waiting for him to be alone and for nobody to be around him?
Well, until it becomes evident that that's not going to work.
I am going to reach into my bag and pull out a pair of sunglasses so that I look cool.
Kels, make a grit roll.
Night.
Yeah, go for it. Make a grit roll. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just this act next to me. 8. Wait, I rolled again. Oh no, I rolled again. 18.
Do I want to give you... No, I think I'll wait for you to go over 20 for that one. We'll do...
Oh, that was the grit roll.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, you can hold off your vision.
Yeah, I'll just be all like, that was literally... It's nighttime, Gustav.
That's it down. Suppress it.
Just burn it down. We just need to talk to him for a second.
Kels, he's a celebrity. He only talks to people who he thinks are cool. It's important.
I don't think that's true. But he does like nymph stuff, so whatever. We'll wander over.
Okay. You see him get kind of like, he grabs his food and he goes to leave, but he gets kind of dragged over to a table with the popular kids to sit. So he's sitting with a lot of like the third year, like the popular girls, Bree, V, and D, and some others.
Oh boy. This will be perfect. All right. Walk over and be like, hey, Sai.
Oh, subscribes.
Yeah.
You see some of the girls see Gustav kind of mumble to themselves and like, it's sunny in here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know how it is. Gotta keep the lights down.
Urge to draw rising. Anyway, hey, we're gonna be making some caramel apples tomorrow for the All Hallows Eve. Do you want to join in on that?
And you see, like, some of the other kids are like, "You're making apples? What do you mean?"
No, it's like a you dip it in caramel. This is like a treat.
It's a traditional nymph thing.
Mm. So you literally just like dip it in stuff and then eat it,
Yeah.
like the whole apple.
As much as you would eat an apple, yeah.
Yeah. Seems messy, but
It is.
Aren't all the best foods messy?
and Zai's kind of like, I don't know what time.
Like around 2 or something? Like after lunch?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, well, you know where to find Phineas if you want to join up.
Right.
Of course. As we leave, I shoot him the finger guns.
All right, that went super well. Hard to talk to him.
How do you think it went?
We go around a corner and I'll be like, just
Give me a quick. Yeah, go ahead. Draw your vision. Yeah, give me a brains roll.
6.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Gustav, you're like, oh, okay. How do you think it went? And goes to give a brains roll, but
I'm pretty used to at this point, so just hanging around while Kels is drawing. Just waiting for that to finish.
yeah.
This time, it seems to be a drawing of an apple, like you would eat one that was a candy apple, and inside is a little tree and a little forest and some stars and stuff. It's very cute. This candy apple thing will be great. Nothing ominous here. Love it. All right, cool. I'm sorry, what did you say, Gustav?
I asked how you thought it went.
How do I think it went?
Yeah, I mean, he said
great.
we would think about it. So,
I mean, people say they'll think about it when they aren't going to do it. I think.
I don't know. When my mum and dad aren't going to do things, they start yelling at each other.
Yeah, that might just be a them thing. Maybe.
Aspen, you finished talking to Izzy and don't see any of your friends anywhere.
This is fine.
Were we going to do something after this? Oh, right. No, we weren't going to go
Thank you
to
guys.
the woods.
Check it.
Because
I mean-
it's dark.
The apple has woods inside it. I think perhaps if we go tomorrow, after we finish making candied apples, maybe we'll see Gruna there. Or
Maybe.
well, it doesn't show a wolf at all, but maybe there will be something there.
There's moons and stars and stuff. At any rate, oh shoot, Aspen. We'll go look around the corner of to see where Aspen went.
Aspen's low-key looking up moves fast.
She's standing probably standing in like the kid in the grocery aisle that doesn't know where their mom went. Nice. You do see Mateo goes over to that popular kid table and sits down with them.
Maybe he'll make candy apples or something. Anyway,
You see one of the upperclassmen guys kind of clasp on the shoulder, like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Since when does Mateo hang around upperclassmen? I guess he's in the underwater hockey.
Well, we didn't actually manage to find him yesterday when we were going to ask him for help, did we?
You didn't find him when you looked for him, but you guys caught him at a different meal and talked to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Are any of those upperclassmen in underwater hockey?
No. At least not his team, Spaderis.
Yeah. Though I presume a lot of the other underwater hockey teams maybe are a little more friendly, except for Dragonor and weirdly Kalatog because of reasons. Any rate, I flag Aspen down. Or eventually go and grab her if she doesn't notice me. And say, well, Sai...
Did you guys actually eat dinner? Or did you like...
Like, I feel like we must have eaten real quick. Of any of us, the one who most likely didn't have much dinner was probably Aspen. Because if Sai arrived a little late, we probably were already eating.
Yeah.
So, busy, still busy. Will eventually possibly come if Sai comes to candy appling stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing fun in terms of the tabloids or whatnot.
Yeah, they're not really important anyway.
Yeah.
Sai was pretty non-committal too. He had a bit of a devil-may-care attitude. Like cool people do. He might be there, maybe not. Who knows?
Either he had other plans or, I don't know, he's busy, which I guess is the same thing. Yep. Where's Phineas? And 2K.
I don't know.
Maybe Phineas has gone to teach Dr. Katz to regret taking over for Miss Greco. Doing the whole shadow.
You see that where Tim was, he's not there anymore.
And we saw them go over to... They were saying hi to Tim or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they went to go talk to Tim.
Did they all leave? Didn't they do this yesterday?
Kels, give me a brain roll. Difficulty 11.
I got a 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're like, it's weird. He's been a little weird. Like, he walked 2K back the other night for some reason ahead of me.
The whole way, and now they're hanging out with Tim without us, which I guess is fine.
Also, because you guys weren't friends at any point.
Yeah. But he did save Tim from the hags, so, maybe it's one of those in duress situations when you can actually remember it and aren't possessed by a blood mage that a friendship is formed.
That or the note campaign actually managed to work somehow, and Tim was intrigued, I guess.
You know how Dr. Katz also said the most likely solution shouldn't be eliminated? It's probably the shared near-death experience. It's probably that one.
I guess so.
They
we
did
call
go through
that
the
in the
whole-
military trauma bonding.
Oh boy, we're going to be friends for a long time. Yeah, that's fine. I guess as long as they're staying out of trouble, it's probably all right. They didn't go like to the woods by themselves, I wouldn't think. Anyway, immediate cut to us looking at the woods. Just to make sure no one's on the edge there.
Let's check in on Phineas, Calder, and Tim. You're muted.
All right. Well, everyone's at dinner, but we're still being very cautious.
Right.
Look both ways. Now there's 3 of us we can guard. And then we'll slip in. Don't give him all the treats. He has to have his dinner first.
You guys start to feed him. He loves it, of course. Starts going at the regular food. Typically, it's like the raw meat. He's on the raw meat diet, but then he also has the blood meal, which is like kind of your kibble.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, they just do a little bit of kibble, some kibble, and then a little bit of raw meat on top.
Good boy.
And Calder will even have the treats later of like have him sit before he gives it. And
Yes, we should each give him a treat. That way he knows that we're all treat sources.
Tim was like, absolutely not. I will throw him a treat. He is not coming anywhere near my hand.
Oh, because of yeah.
No, because no.
Okay.
I have gloves on. It wouldn't do anything.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he
Look,
wouldn't.
I literally watched this dude eat me. I don't want to be next to him.
Oh, but that was a thing. That was like an
I
animal,
know,
right?
but it's still burned into my brain.
All right. I will let him be gentle, be nice.
And Calder will share the command soft bite with you.
Okay. Soft bite.
Soft bite, soft bite.
Soft bite.
And he'll do that thing where he like very gently, slowly, like, and then grabs it.
Good boy. Good boy. Tim tosses it.
Tim is like, "Did you ever figure out what that thing was?"
What thing?
The
symbol?
Yeah.
No.
He wasn't sure if you were keeping it from Calder, but
No, Calder might know. But the
which
problem is
Calder does look up.
the smartest person I know is someone that we can't tell.
Okay, well maybe Calder knows.
Yeah.
You guys will either show him the drawing or take him over.
Yeah, we'll take him over so I can see it.
Okay.
So we think that it's like this is the entry space and this is the second puzzle that you have to get through to enter the, I don't know, dorm or whatever.
I know how to open it.
Oh, you do? How?
I don't know if we're not allowed.
Oh, does it take blood magic? Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, don't do that.
I could though.
No. You're not supposed to. And it's bad, right? At least that's what we've all been told. And then people would get in trouble. And then how would we be here to make sure that Professor Levi comes back?
He's not here.
I think Professor Ames is taking care of it.
We could use Greer to find him.
But I think we know where he is, don't we? In the prison.
As far as you know.
That's what
Anyway.
we assume.
I mean, it's not broadcast where they were keeping the hag because
Yeah.
they don't want people. Yeah.
They're probably keeping her in the basement here because that makes perfect sense. the Supermax lockup for magical criminals is also in the dungeon of the school, right next to the forest full of things that want to eat you. It would not surprise me. But anyway, I think we do what we think Professor Levi would want, which is probably not to use the blood magic. And there's probably another way, don't you think? I miss Professor Levi too. But
You should go get him.
Professor Ames will bring him back. Well, I kind of feel the same way. It's just that I don't like our chances of breaking into magical jail. And then breaking
I could
out.
do it.
Well, there are always possibilities, but we have to weigh the consequences. Like, if there's, I don't know, like a kitten in a well, and you want to get it out, you have to be very cautious so that you don't hurt the kitten, or frighten it, or disappoint it. Because the reason you want the kitten back is that you can have the kitten have it be your best friend. So you always have to be cautious not to frighten the kitten. In this case, by the way, Professor Levi is the kitten, which is not a very apt
The
comparison.
only way to get it, like the kitten's going to be frightened, but it'll be safe.
I think there are lots of opportunities. And if I've learned anything, I've learned that sometimes we do, as much as I don't like to admit it, sometimes we do have to rely on trustworthy adults to do some things for us. And you'll agree with me, I think, that Professor Ames is very motivated to help Professor Levi. And although we miss him, we have each other. Yes? I think it'll all be fine. So.
Give me a charm roll. I'm not going to tell you what he gets.
No, I love this die. I double check the light. Yep. What's that? Okay. 14.
Okay. I was like, I'm not going to tell you if you succeed or not, but
It exploded 3 times.
yeah. Okay. He kind of just walks away from the wall. And 10 kind of gives you a look like,
It's fine.
cool, Kels, Gustav, Aspen, what are you guys doing?
Well, we're at the edge of the
Yeah.
not restricted forest, the thing, and we're like, well, they're not out here, so I presume we're walking back from there. Because it is dark. And it is woods.
Right. Cool.
I mean,
So you guys head back.
you could always run into us crossing the quad with all the supplies, only not quite as much as we had before. You don't
Yeah,
have
give me a
to.
flight roll, Phineas. And Kels and you guys give me a brains roll.
Oh,
We'll do that.
yeah.
I think that's Phineas, that's your best stat, right? It's flight.
It
And then
is.
Kels, yours is brains. So yeah, you guys face off.
It is, however, I did not roll well. I only got a 6.
I got an 18.
We got a 7.
Okay. Kels, yeah, you immediately notice, like, you see them, you're like, oh, there they are. And you see them carrying the stuff, but some of it's been opened. So you're like,
We're too busy looking for. We're doing that thing where we're like very obviously like looking everywhere to make sure that we aren't observed, and but like the one place we aren't looking is where they are.
yeah.
Yo, Phineas.
Oh, hello. Putting
We're
the-
looking for you. We
putting-
thought you went to the woods.
putting
Did
the
you
duck-
already lay some stuff out?
Calder looks at you, Phineas, like,
Yes, we used some of the food.
Like, where though?
Oh, in untrafficked places, because clearly if Guerrero was somewhere that everyone was going, then they would have found him already.
Is this just like us leaving fruit snacks around to try to get a Draco?
But not
With
the poison
no
kind that will
way
kill
of-
them.
Yeah, but with no way of like noticing. Wouldn't this just attract like, I don't know, carnivorous rats? Possums?
Maybe.
What eats meat that's small and lives in the, it doesn't matter.
Goblins.
Seems like a waste of supplies.
Tim is like, okay, cool, well, I'll catch you guys later, bye.
Right.
And
I
starts
can.
walking away.
Should we go to the library and study?
Yeah, we should. Charm roll against this guy distracting me.
You'll be happy to know it did not explode that time I got a 3.
Yeah, I got a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to drop it as we go to the library, but I'm like, oh, they're doing something. Okay.
And then because Phineas has no chill, as soon as we get to the library. Oh, that reminds me. Apropos of absolutely nothing. Here's a symbol.
A symbol.
Yes,
A symbol?
a symbol.
Where'd you see
Oh.
this, Phineas?
You want to carve it into the candied apples with the spell that we're going to use.
Maybe. I don't know what it means, though. I have a suspicion it might not be the kind of thing that you want to carve into candied apples, though. That's just a suspicion, and you know me.
Kels, give me a charm roll.
6.
Damn, okay. Cal, you notice Calder's like, when he sees it, he's like, oh no, he didn't think Phineas was going to show you. So he's just like trying to be invisible right now.
Uh-huh. And then the Eye of Sauron turns. 2K. Do you know what this is?
Well, of course you do. It's a symbol.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me go look in some books and see if I find anything useful.
Well, thank you. Well, I was curious about it, and I'm no good at finding things out.
I
And you're
spend
so
an
smart.
AP to
Ooh.
find something useful in a book.
You take out one of the like Siggletree and Ruins books. Start looking, and you find some similarities. Like none of the symbols are exact, but you find some pieces that kind of make it up. That you're like, okay, all right, this means eternal life, immortality. This means, and then you see one where it's like lifeblood, and you're like, you start to get a little bit
Yeah.
suspicious.
Yeah, I'll just go through well, there's nothing specific here, but as you can see, the different points are, and lay them all out. When I get to lifeblood, just look at 2K. Not accusing, just like I know you know.
He starts to like, like the, oh no, mom's mad at me. I seen it before. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it meant.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's probably not good. Where do you see this? Back to Phineas.
On a wall.
Okay.
UK's like,
We got it. That's the truth. It's the truth. It was a wall. No more questions.
At least I think
On a
at least I
wall.
think it was a wall.
You think it was a wall?
It's hard to tell.
If could I try to figure out what it would do based on the different meanings?
not anything on its own.
Do the runes that make up the sigil have words? Like, could it be a code, like a phrase or something?
Also, if you didn't know that, the picture of the symbol is in your notes.
Oh, it is.
It's in whose notes?
The notes for last time.
Oh.
I'll throw it in the Discord too. That'll make it.
Oh. That looks snazzy. A little spooky. Completely normal.
I like the eternal life part. I'm not sure about the life's blood part.
So you found it on a wall.
I
How
think.
big was it?
Oh. Generally.
Okay.
Yayish.
Was this wall at your grand's place?
Sort of. I mean, she was certainly there. And it was a place. And she does tend to own every room she steps into, so sure.
Was it here at the school?
Oh, let's give me a grit roll.
Cool.
Sometimes, Phineas, I feel like I know where the word haggle comes from when talking to you.
That is a 2 on the grit roll,
Cool. Brains roll.
and the brains roll was a 39.
Okay.
Gotta give it something good, SJ.
I have the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully it's completely unrelated, so it will distract everyone from this conversation. So as a player, I want you all to find out. As a character, I'm not supposed to want you to find out.
Apparently, interrogating your friends is also an awkward situation. Dang, it's a whole map. It's a crossroads. Each crossroads has text that is small. And
Yeah.
there's a description. I'm going to zoom in just a second. There are 4 directions in the crossroads. At the crossroads of power, destiny unknown. Oh boy, this is great. Powerful potential, fate yet to be shown. Whispered tales paint a portrait, dark and drear, of a likely path tread, cloaked in shadow and fear. Cool, cool, cool. There are the 4 different paths then. To learn this craft, verboten and feared.
Yeah.
Hold on, closer. My poor eyes.
Enhance.
Yes.
Yeah. Heart risks corruption, a descent unclear. To wield forbidden arts, a dangerous choice. A dance with darkness, a seductive voice.
Mm.
I don't know which way to go. We'll just go down, I guess. Dread clings to the name, a fear unfurled, for within grasp a power that could unworld, a forbidden art, blood's seductive call, feared for its grip, and how it may enthrall. But in this enigma lies a truth untold, for within blood's embrace secrets may unfold, the power to battle, to face the dark tide, with the ire of those who would lock them inside. Yet caution befalls, a moral divide, embrace the crimson, or ethics abide. A paradox of hope, hypocrisy abound, standing at the crossroads, the true path is found. And we're going to all read this, and I'm just going to look at Phineas, and I'm going to look at 2K, and like, what the heck did you guys find?
Well, certainly not a crossroads.
That is the single most positive thing I've ever heard about blood magic. And this is
Calder is going to
very-
get up and say, I have to go to the bathroom.
Good.
And walk away.
Let me come with you.
I'm going to shoo the boys after him. Like, go.
Cool. So, Calder sees that Gustav is following, having been sent by Kels, and actually goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It kind of just sits in one of the stalls.
I'm going to knock on the door. 2K?
Yeah.
We've known each other for a bit now. Quite a long time, really. Like an entire semester, really. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're friends, right?
Yeah.
I want you to know that it's important to me that you feel safe and that I care about you. You know that, right?
Yeah. What is Phineas doing? Because Phineas followed. Is he just standing in there, or are you in
But
another stall?
I think because he and I already had a conversation, and I saw him and Gustav go, and all right.
Okay.
Kells cares about you too, and so does Aspen. And I feel like if you talk to them, if you be honest with them, then you'll only have to have that conversation once, and your relationship with them will be as powerful as it ever is, as strong as it ever is. And then we can have good times in sunshine and laughter and things like that. But sometimes we have to be brave. We have to have I want to say a confrontation where we say what's on our heart.
Give me a charm roll.
Eight.
Are you happy with that?
I don't think I'm going to roll better.
Okay. think you guys will like what I think. I'm thinking.
Maybe we won't, but we'll still be friends. And honesty is important.
Kels, give me a grit roll. Honestly, just give me a brains roll because I mean, nobody's here, so there's really no point in holding back anyway.
12.
We'll just do this one. I'll save the other one for a higher in case you decide to roll a ridiculous amount again. Okay.
It looks to be a picture of what I think is a small lamb with the shadow of a lion. And I look at that and go like, are they doing anything useful?
Yeah. Elder is still not completely convinced. So, but
I'm walking down the
he'll
hall.
at least open the stall door.
I've got a very important question next. Would you like to wear my shades? I shall hand them over.
Okay. And he will put them on.
Let's go face Kells.
Like the
You guys walk out.
like the Inquisition.
Aspen, what are you doing? Kells just got up to start walking. You're left at the table alone again, like, God, what? Nobody tells me anything.
Yeah, Aspen's looking at a book about moose.
Okay.
Does Aspen think they're horrifying with 2 long legs?
No. But she knows that they can kick each of their 4 legs nearly 360 degrees.
Oh.
Horrible. Is
With
this
their
like a
back
strange
legs.
creatures of the nymph world?
With their back legs being the strongest. So, if you're within range of a kick, you're likely facing a debilitating injury, if not a fatal one.
Yikes.
Also, they can kick with a force of 1,000 pounds.
Keep Chris.
This is why adult moves are more terrifying. Anyway,
Cool.
Aspen, come on.
And then I just meet you in the hallway.
Yeah, you start heading to the bathroom. Phineas appears out of nowhere.
Right.
Aspen will close
Phineas.
the book and put it away where it's supposed to go and then follow. Because books are good and stuff. Protect the book.
Look, they're just having a bro conversation. It'll be fine. I have full faith in Gustav.
Is it going to be fine? I say, showing the next vision I had just drawn. With the lamb and the lion shadow.
I have 100% faith in Gustav.
Look, there's nothing wrong with shadow creatures. Is there, Poe?
Give me another grit roll. Hills just keeps working herself up. The visions are stressing her out, causing more visions.
They are stressing me out. This is one of my most detailed yet. It's very stressful. That's a 4 on the grit roll.
Okay, give me the brains roll.
800.
3. I'm so stressed
wow.
out, they're getting worse. 4, I guess, technically.
Okay. So you see her, she's starting to walk, and then all of a sudden she gets back, or she stops, and just like writes something down really quick. A few words. So it's feared by many, his choice is unfair, the path he treads is burden to bear.
Well, at least it's short.
What happens when you get a 4?
Short. It's simple. It's easier.
You're muted.
That could be about anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Certainly not anybody. Come on, Phineas. Don't live in denial.
Well, it could be about me.
You guys run into Gustav and 2K, who is wearing his shades.
Nice shades.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Hey. Let's all go talk in a study room.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Sure.
Good plan. I hold 2K's hand as we walk down.
Cool. You guys walk to the study room.
Right.
Yep.
Out.
Get in there.
Cool. Listen. 2K. I'm getting the sense that these are all about you.
Not
I say,
all of
laying
them.
down the 3.
Oh.
The 3. Not all of them. But these.
Which ones of the 3? Well, what 3 are you saying?
The 3 most recent ones. The Crosso ones, the Lamb Line one, and the
Okay.
little guy.
So not any of the other ones you had today.
I mean, well, actually, I do have some questions about the other ones today.
Like
So
the one that he
I'll
clearly
set
knew what it
those
was
3.
and wouldn't tell us.
Yeah, I'll set those 3 aside, and I'll be like, I think you know about this. And a line in this. And I don't know where you all found some sort of blood magic sigil, apparently in our school. And that doesn't really matter about where it is. But if you are indeed in some kind of crossroads where a decision is going to be made that's going to change your whole future, like, it's a tough decision to make, I guess. I don't know. This is way over our heads as kids. You probably shouldn't even be thinking about it. But I guess that's why it's unfair, huh?
Mm-hmm.
2K. This picture of a lamb with the lion shadow. It looks pretty brave to me.
And
Out of character. We had a lamb before, right? In one of the sconded ones
Yeah,
from the
it
fourth
was
thing.
the one where the lamb was separated from the flock, where the flock was in a pen, or some of the sheep were dead, and then the one of the wolf carrying the lamb that was dressed as a shepherd.
Right. Okay. So this tracks in our... Okay.
Sometimes we all face unfair situations and choices. And it can seem like we're all on our own, but we're not. And that makes it easier. It doesn't make it easy, but it makes it easier. Like, I don't know what I would have done when Granny showed up if it weren't for all of you. I think I probably would have made very different choices.
And we got the sense that you're not supposed to talk about any blood cult stuff. We haven't asked about it, and I kind of got the impression that you weren't supposed to. That's right, right? But if you're at a crossroads like this, where you're thinking that you would need to use blood magic, maybe you should tell us why, so we can see whether that is actually a good idea or not. And I'm going to say right now, probably a bad idea, like a super bad idea. They would have sent you to jail. Like, definitely. Definitely, definitely.
Only if they could catch me.
Right, the lion part, right. But
So-
that's crime talking.
Well, maybe it's less about the methods used to solve the problem and more about the problem. And maybe, like it's happened to me before where I felt like I had a problem and I only had one solution to the problem. And that solution wasn't necessarily the best solution. But then I talked to other people and sometimes there's a different solution. So it can feel like you're, it can feel very binary. Like it's uncomfortable to do nothing, but doing something might make things worse. And that's why it's useful to talk about things, because other people with a different perspective might be able to offer a third path that avoids the discomfort of doing nothing and the consequence of doing something that's maybe unwise.
Everybody give me a charm roll.
Oh, God.
Or at least the people that talked. So Kels and Phineas. Gustav, you could do it too.
Can we add our numbers?
You can choose to roll,
Oh.
or if you don't roll, you can add adversity tokens to somebody else's roll.
I got 10. How you doing, Phineas? Is it exploding?
18.
Oh my god.
I would
It exploded 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
to help Kells with 2 tokens, so 4.
Okay.
Roll
you'll
the
see-
6.
That tracks, because you haven't been talking much. So, you'll see Cal there contemplate for a bit. I could have saved everyone.
What do you mean?
When Tim was possessed, nobody had to get hurt. I could have just really easy. He didn't even know good blood magic.
Yeah, diss that ghost. I mean, what?
Or even with the hags. I could have helped. I could save Professor Levi.
You could have.
I'm the worst
Been on the
person to
run.
talk
Yeah,
about
we're all
this.
thinking about it.
Yeah, it's supposed to start just like,
Aspen's like, wait a second, yeah, we should all learn blood magic.
it's like, well, hold on.
I could win. Be on the run. You'd be welcomed in the arms of whoever wants you to become, I don't know, the chosen one or whatever.
But I could fight them.
Would you win against them? Would they be just as bad as blood magic as that ghost
Fight
guy?
them better than if I don't use it. If I'm on the run, less people are in danger anyway.
Well,
But then aren't you just proving everybody right?
I don't care. They think I'm bad anyway.
not all of them. And also the ones that think that, who really cares? They think all sorts of stupid things. Look,
Exactly.
I wouldn't be telling the full truth if I didn't have similar feelings sometimes. Like, there are things that I could have done differently. There are compromises I could have made. And I could have kept Kells, Aspen, and Gustav safe. Maybe, probably, in hindsight. But I would have had to have sacrificed other people. Knowingly and intentionally. And people that I don't like. So it was tempting. People who have been mean to the people I care about. It would have been very easy to simply give Granny a list. To tell her the full story of how I sometimes feel about this place and some of the people in it. But I don't think that would have been the right thing to do. And I don't think it would have made things better in the long run. I think it would have given her power over me. I think it would have made me more like the thing she wants me to be. And I'm not sure how I feel about, well, lots of things. But I definitely don't want to be what she wants me to be. I want to be what I want to be. And I don't know what that is yet. But I want to have the option. And there's always another day, right? There's always going to be future struggles, but what I don't want to do is make a decision that's permanent. Especially when I'm just figuring out how this world works. How I see things changes seems like almost every day. I mean, if you'd asked me a few weeks ago what I thought about Tim, I would have said that he was a terrible curmudgeon. And I think he's quite nice. Imagine if in the heat of the moment, if Granny had said, "What do you think about Tim?" And I said, "I think he's a terrible curmudgeon," because I wasn't worried about the consequences. And then she'd eaten him. Well, I would never have gotten to know that he's a fine fellow.
You see him kind of like he's relating to that bit of just starting to understand the world because he was, raised in a very closed environment. So, but I'm not sacrificing anyone. If I'm only hurting me,
But then you're hurting the people that care about you.
I'm protecting them.
it can be tempting to think that. And again, I think I briefly considered that it might be best for everyone if I wasn't here. Actually, several times. But then I realized that if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be able to help. And I have to believe that I'm here for some sort of reason, even if that reason isn't apparent. So I think instead of saying, you must make a decision and you must decide the way that we think you should decide, I think what we're saying is you don't have to make a decision. Making the decision is maybe the problem either way. Sometimes it's best to just wait and see how things play out. It's sort of like, it's sort of like if your doctor says that you can't have any more cream puffs because they give you indigestion. It's very hard to decide to never have a cream puff. But it's very easy to just not have one today. You're not having to decide about your ultimate alignment toward cream puffs, yay or nay. You're simply deciding that today it's not the thing to do. That seems like a manageable decision, don't you think?
Okay. I guess I can give it. You see him thinking for a second? And what is it? Okay. Okay, I can give it a little over a week.
Why is it a little over a week? That seems oddly specific.
Give me charm roll.
Oh, God. 4.
Week's easy.
How about we have another conversation in about a week? And we'll have plenty of conversations between now and then, but how about we have another kind of powwow? See how things are going.
Next Saturday.
Sure.
I'll bring the snacks.
Kels, give me a brain roll, or anybody can give me a brain roll, but it's going to be difficulty 19.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna need to use a major boom. There we go. That'll be a 20.
Ooh.
Okay. So you start to think you're like a week, and you like look up, you go into like, because of course you have like a nice little planner, obviously, with the calendar in it, and you start to look and you see a week from now there's a full moon on November 7th to 8th, so Sunday going into Monday. And you also see it's a blood moon.
Cool. a week.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk between now and then. We don't have to wait until next week, but we'll just make a commitment to each other that we'll have another transparent, vulnerable conversation in a week.
He said to talk on Saturday. It's not until Sunday.
Yeah. And Kels is just assuming, like, if Professor Levi isn't heard from by then, that's what he's planning.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If Professor Levi isn't out, he is going to use the blood moon.
To go get him.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
Which Phineas is probably only mildly against.
Yeah, I feel like some of us are gung-ho and ready to join the second blood cult.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's us, a new blood cult, but younger and hipper than the other blood cult.
We'll do it right. We'll be nice blood cultists.
We can have cool shades as a uniform.
Yeah. And we can only
Rudy.
use blood magic for good. We could cure Rudy.
Hashtag immediately arrested.
Blood magic would be helpful with dealing with certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Calder had used blood magic, Rodney would have been done in
Yeah.
a second.
I mean, it solves everything. I mean, straight up dark side. Superior.
And he even said Rodney isn't even good at blood magic, and you guys saw how powerful he was just using some basic stuff.
Yeah.
Really relied on the controlling the blood part, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we were going to become secret blood magic users, we're going to have to call a cult. That's derogatory. If we were to simply explore those areas of magic, we would need somewhere secure.
The practice, yeah.
Yeah, you know. If
Wow.
only.
Wow, I can't believe you set this up, SJ. How dare you? A secret
I
clubhouse.
just merely presented a choice. I don't know what you mean.
presented the evil blood cult choice.
Who says
Love
it's
it.
evil? Just because some of the people that are in the blood cult are evil doesn't mean that the blood magic is evil. I mean, a puppy cult is probably evil, but puppies aren't evil.
Professor Levi leaves us for 1 week.
I know, right? This is why I was worried about him getting stabbed. It's like things are going to fall apart if you go away.
So, good talk. This one seems unrelated. What's going on here? I point at the one with the hands on the head and the blood face.
Oh, so it's related, right?
Yeah, so
Okay. But anyway, those other three, I really do think, because Professor Ames was with Granny for quite some time. We're going to talk some things out. I don't know that it went particularly well, but he wasn't consumed, so clearly they had some sort of conversation. I really do wonder if maybe, and he's very canny, so I really do wonder if maybe there's some sort of agreement. So it's because it tells the story to me as like, oh, okay, well, he and Granny, although she isn't red, made an agreement. And then here's poor Professor Levi not being able to get out. And then there's a hand reaching in to help him out. And that hand is human. So I think maybe Professor Ames got some information. Maybe tricked Granny into giving away some information that he is able to use. He's very smart. So you just have to have hope.
when do you think it'll happen?
I think
He asks, not sus at all.
right. I think it will happen as soon as Professor Ames is able to make it happen in a way that's responsible and safe. Because it would do no good to Professor Levi to get him out if he, for example, were somehow implicated in some untoward dealings, and then suddenly his reputation was ruined. So I'm sure Professor Ames is looking at it from all angles, but is very motivated to get him out, but wouldn't do it in a way that would harm him. See, isn't it nice when we're all transparent with each other? We can solve all sorts of problems when we trust each other.
Definitely.
How you feeling, Kels?
Probably the opposite of the feelings that Phineas just described. Due to the fact that 2K is definitely going to do blood magic in a week if Professor Levi doesn't show up. Probably because of that.
Yeah. I mean, only you know that too. Only you've like deduced that from looking at your agenda. Like you weren't like, oh, the blood moon's here. What's this? You know.
Not yet. I don't think
Right.
that's the appropriate vibe, though. Right now, she's thinking of how to ask about how Professor Levi and 2K met. But it's not, there's no non-awkward way to ask that question. But she's working on it.
I've been still thinking about the moose.
Aspen's just going to accidentally do blood magic. They'll be like, hang on, Aspen, we're doing the thing. She's like, what? Okay.
I thought we were doing love magic. Wasn't that what the whole conversation was about?
Oh, no.
Cool. You guys just sitting there?
Yeah. In awkward silence.
We are having a moment of catharsis.
Yes, that's different.
2K is feeling it. We need to be there for him as his heart beats and he looks across the room at us.
And sees our smiling, accepting faces, except for Cal's.
Who has an incredibly worried face.
Are your brains wrong?
Today it is 3.
Okay.
I'm not figuring anything out in this social situation.
Shall we study? Since we're not going to get much studying in tomorrow, given that we're going to be making caramel apples. Did we get any recipes to add into them to make them special or whatever? Or did we have any charms we want to try on them? Or are we just making caramel apples?
I don't think you guys made any hard decisions.
No.
You've invited a couple people who have all basically said they're busy or haven't committed.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Did Izzy change her mind and decide to come? And is Silent coming to help us?
Izzy said that she still has plans and stuff like that, but like, you know, if Silent was coming, that I should let her know, and you know, maybe things may be able to be moved and adjusted so that she could have a little bit of time to help out.
All right. Well, I'll talk to Sai tonight.
Yeah, he seemed kind of busy
Usually is.
at dinner. Yeah.
If he would come, I think he would enjoy dipping the apples and, you know, having fun.
Also, should we infuse the caramel apples with the knockback spell to give them a bit of a kick?
No.
No.
That's not how that
Okay.
works.
I do love just the short no.
Maybe once the first batch is good and we've tested them and we've had fun, and maybe you can break the teeth of somebody from a distance
No,
in the second batch.
terrible idea. So again, multiple layers. One, trying to harm people, not good. Two, trying to harm people with a device that you are directly associated with and you're going to be seen publicly handing them. And then as soon as they take a bite of it, it goes off in their face with like zero plausible deniability is another layer of not a good idea. I mean, the whole like just hurting people for no reason should be enough. But in case it isn't, just play the tape out to the logical conclusion, which is you being in prison. Oh, we could all go to prison and then we could all break out together.
To quote 2K, they'd have to catch us first.
Well, but the point was to go get locked up so we could all break out together. I would be hopeless. Actually, no, I would probably maybe have an easy time getting out, right?
Phineas, my parents are divorced. If I go to prison, I would be grounded twice.
Oh. Does being grounded matter if you're in prison?
I feel like it does. If we were to do something to help Professor Levi, then I don't think we should be caught.
I don't even know where it is. It's probably well guarded.
You talk about being grounded twice, Gustav. My parents would probably actually put me in the ground, like, when you bury someone in the sand, it's like that, but with actual dirt.
Your family's
I guess.
punishments seem to be quite severe, Aspen.
Yeah. It's like they don't like people being troublemakers or something, just kids.
Are you part plant? Like, magic people sometimes have weird families.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you have
Yeah, like
roots
yours
between your toes? Sorry, Kels, I didn't hear that.
Maybe that's why your hair's purple. Do you have photosynthesis?
I don't know. Maybe. Haven't tested
Probably
it out.
not. You eat a lot of food otherwise if you got energy from the sun.
Cool. My sister is the plant nerd.
Yes, you're more animal related.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't killed a plant yet, though.
That's good. Except for the ones that you eat.
Yeah. They just don't look as nice. Like, don't hire me to watch your plants while you're gone. They're gonna not look great when you come back. They won't be dead. They just won't look great.
Well, self-knowledge is always valuable.
Yeah.
Unless that was a threat.
Right.
Please don't.
But it's an odd sort of threat. I can just imagine Aspen in a dark alleyway grabbing some passerby and yanking them back and then throwing them up against a brick wall as the water runs down it and the fear glinting in their eyes off the street lamp. Don't hire me to watch your plants. I won't kill them, but they won't look great. And then the person being very confused and having a hard time with the police taking them seriously when they report it later. It's just about flash through my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you make your death threats very weird and slightly chaotic, the police will never take the poor victim's word for truth because they'll be like, really? That's what you said? That's what they said? Are you just pulling my leg?
But this wasn't a death threat. That was a mild plant-related negligence threat.
Yeah. Same difference.
I will be slightly but not fatally negligent toward your houseplants is a very interesting threat.
Watch out, or I'll overwater your plants.
Yes, not all of them.
Some will be overwatered, some will be underwatered, some will be perfectly watered, and then just like leaf trimmed off because, I don't know how to take care of plants.
I don't know. It's a good thing none of us have embarked on a life of crime. I get the sense that we wouldn't be very good at it.
Pretty sure my parents would literally kill me if I attempted to be a criminal.
Well, maybe
Aren't
don't.
you a little bit of a criminal at school because you broke all the rules? I guess it's not real crimes. It's school crimes, and those are different.
Yeah.
She did deface public property and all kinds of stuff too in the museum.
I mean, that was also a little bit of a crime, I guess.
I mean, it's a misdemeanor property crime. Come on.
And those don't count against your permanent record once you turn 18.
Sure.
Probably, assuming it's the same.
I mean, it's not like she
goodness.
broke into someone's house and rifled through all their stuff.
And then asked for a cup of tea.
Well, Cal, did you feel better? Good. You can always talk to us.
You can also hit me if that would make you feel better too.
But no overwatering her.
I don't think hitting people makes you feel better. I mean, I think it makes Aspen feel better. I don't think it makes us feel better. Plus, hitting people has to hurt because people's heads are hard.
The bony ones, at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're mostly bony. I don't know.
Guys heading to bed?
Yeah, study, go to bed.
Yeah.
Kels, are you walking Calder back?
Yep.
Say anything to him in private?
Suddenly, Kel's just like grabs him, like, "What are you doing?" No.
Kels is
Listen
like,
here,
I'm
bitch.
totally down with the blood magic thing. Let's go. I've been a blood mage this entire time.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, something like that, exactly.
Oh, he would have given you the shades back, by the way, Gustav.
He rejected my gift.
We thought you'd borrow. You said borrow, right? Or no, you just said wear. Do you want to wear my shades?
SJ, I am heartbroken.
He doesn't want to take your stuff.
Meanwhile, Kels just takes Gustav's stuff all the time and doesn't even tell him about it.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess just sort of like you really miss him, huh? Him implying Professor Levi. Was he the one who, like, found you? Or is it more complicated than just the raid situation?
It's complicated.
Well, if you want to talk about it before next Sunday, let me know. All right, I'll drop him off at the room. When I go to my room, I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what happens when you go to your room? What?
When I go to my room, I was going to take the 3 drawings that I thought were associated with him and put him with the duplicate journal entries that I have in a separate drawer and, like, lock that.
Cool. Give me a brain roll.
Yeah. 13.
Yeah, okay. If you really roll really high, I would give you something. But if 13, I can give you something else.
Okay. Everyone, it's not a 39. What's that garbage?
Just putting the option out there because I don't want you to be like, I want you to know when there's an opportunity for something better.
You could boon it. You don't have to, but you could.
If you already need to tell me before I post this other one in here.
Let me check our status of things.
I think we have.
I think I'll hold it. 13's not the worst roll on a d20.
That's true.
And I think I'd have to be aiming for a 20 in order to really accelerate things. So that's not.
Yeah. Up to you. Okay.
Yeah, I got like a whole week to try to fish out important details before our friend goes on a kidnapping rampage.
Like, just have 40 visions, and there's a fairly decent chance that you'll explode one of those rolls.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so this one's just a hourglass with a skull on top. And says Memento Mori on it.
Give me another brain roll real quick. This is a different roll. This is a different vision. It's more to understand the vision roll, so you'd still use the divination.
Okay, so 10.
Okay. This looks very familiar from another one of your visions.
Okay. You know what? Yeah. But it's one of the ones that got confiscated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. And we'll end there.
I have a question.
Yes.
Before bed, can Aspen go ask Emmy if she wants to go apple the whole thing?
Make caramel apples?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try.
Okay.
Okay, knock on her door soon.
Aspen will knock on her door.
Hey, what's up, Aspen?
Hey. So the gang and I are making some like caramel apples for Hallows Eve thing. So just wanted to ask if you wanted to help us with that.
Give me a charm roll.
Okay.
You still have negative house points, by the way.
So it's a 6, not subtracting the negative house point. things.
Okay. She's like, a creature will pop up on her shoulder and just like hack and paint splats on your face. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. No. And she kind of closes the door and to deal with her familiar.
Aspen wipes it off. It's like, could be worse. And goes back to her dorm.
Cool. Anybody else want to do anything last minute? Oh, Phineas, you wanted to check on Sai.
Yes,
Okay.
I will do so.
Okay. Knock on the door, I assume. Yeah.
It's me.
Who?
Phineas.
Oh. What's up?
Knock, knock. I have a question for you.
Just a sec.
Yeah.
And you hear his window open. And then he opens the door. Give me a brain roll.
7.
It's a little bit hazy in there. Yeah, what's up, dude?
So. Caramel apples. Tomorrow.
What?
Caramel apples tomorrow. It's not really about the caramel apples. Calder's having a hard time with Professor Levi being gone. It's been rough on him.
Right.
So we thought it would be nice if we could have a day where we all kind of just hang out and do fun things and distract him. And he admires you greatly.
Right. When is it?
After lunch.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. You don't have to be there the entire time. I mean, it's obviously going to take us hours and hours, but I think it would be good for him for you to make an appearance.
Yeah, I could probably swing by.
I would advise at the beginning rather than the end, unless you want to be stuck cleaning up.
Okay. Sure. I'll just grab breakfast and then probably head over there.
Sure. Awesome. Which is convenient because we'll be in the kitchen. And everything's okay with you?
Yep.
Is Iris still going to be able to come after all the,
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, then. Well, thank you. I know he'll appreciate it. Good night. And then when he doesn't come, we'll have to have another intervention. He better come.
All right. We'll see. All right. Gustav, anything you want to do before bed?
Before I leave the library,
Mm-hmm.
I grab the sequel to Apple of the Eye.
Okay. No, the sequel is called Apple in My Eye. Yeah, the first one's Forbidden Fruit. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
It's the same characters on the front page. Only one of them now has an eye patch because he's become a pirate.
Absolutely.
Cool. And we will end there. We're hitting our end time. I'm SJ or SJ_sidekick. I do not stream, but our next game is not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Is that right? Cool. I think we're starting a little bit later as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll see how far we get, but we might only get to the Halloween festivities and not a week ahead of now. Yeah. Mish.
All right, I'm Misha, or Misha_less_than 3 here on Twitch, or at Misha Weha on Twitter or Tumblr. Yeah, I'll be here though this Thursday for some Down the Upstairs, where there'll be some, I don't know, Bridgerton X hijinks, but more hijinks and less romance probably is what's going to end up there. We'll find out though. Maybe it'll be just as good as the Forbidden Fruit. Go ahead, Sin.
Hi, I'm Sin, or sinful__potato on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Artfight. I've been playing Aspen. Aspen is doing great. So much fun stuff. Yeah. I will not be here this Thursday, but I'll be here next Thursday for this game thing. And I'm also an art streamer. So I stream Monday and Friday at 5 p.m.-ish Eastern, which is 4 p.m.-ish Central. So yeah. Play.
Hello, I'm Twi'lek. I have been playing Gustav. I have been wearing cool shades, and I shall be playing Gustav soon. Phineas.
Yep, I'm 0 Daylight, Michael, and yeah, so you know all the things that we have on the calendar for the next couple of weeks, and then more to come. We've got a lovely backlog of things, and people keep adding things. So yeah, so those of you who are in chat, if you want to play a super pet, you should sign up, because we're going to do a super pets version of masks, which will be very fun and silly. So yeah, as usual, just go over to the C Plus Next channel on the Discord and see what's up and sign up, and we'll manage to find a way. I eventually will have to I'll put a tiny bit of effort into scheduling things at some point, someday, maybe. Or Misha can just be in every game, and then I don't feel guilty for pawning off scheduling.
Listen, I can schedule everything, but I'm going to be gone for a couple months this
I know,
fall,
right?
So
Yeah.
you'll have to do something then.
I know, right?
Or just have me pre-schedule everything. Who knows?
That works.
Gone for a couple months. Oh my god!
I know.
How dare you.
Shocking and horrible.
How dare you? who would do such a thing? Cool. Well, anyway, so well, thanks everyone on the YouTube for joining us, and I hope you enjoy, and go back and watch all the others, and the next one that's probably in queue by the time you're watching this. And we will say goodnight to you, and then we'll go raid some Bazaid. So good night, YouTube. If I can find my mouse. Oh, there it is. Night.